All right, everyone. So we're back with another review. This time we're doing Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yes.
The
Far from fucked.
Far from fucked, as Kevin Smith calls it. The second Spider-Man movie. This is the second Spider-Man movie.
I mean, two of them were good.
Two of them have been good. Spoilers: we think this movie's good.
Yeah.
For those of you who did not watch the Endgame review or the little tiny I guess it was the entire episode of the Buck and Ryan show when we did the Captain Marvel review.
Yeah, I forgot we even did that.
Right?
Oh yeah.
So this is our third review technically.
Oh shit.
Second in this review's catalog. So for those of you who didn't see it, we do sort of just like a general review of the entire movie.
Yeah,
go
we just
through
run it down.
kind of everything. I know it's not really a review, but
we give our review of the things that happen kind of as we go on throughout it. So it makes sense
at
once
the end we say anything that we maybe didn't get to or
we
forgot or we didn't cover, add on, all that stuff. So without further ado, I'm Buck.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Emily.
Hell yeah.
And we're all here doing it. So the movie starts cold open in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Maria Hill and Nick Fury.
Yes.
They in a car. They show up because the town's been like wrecked. The town's just like completely fucked. Then they say that there was like a storm that showed up that had like a face. They're like, oh, that's weird.
Oh fuck.
And as they're like, that's weird, the storm with the face shows up, and then Mysterio out of nowhere, fishbowl and all, the most beautiful looking motherfucker shows up. And what does he say? He's like, you guys might want to fucking...
No, it's you guys don't want to be here, or some shit.
You guys don't want any part in this.
Yeah.
That's it. And then he fucking blasts some fucking green beams, all fucking cool, and then... And then it cuts to black. And then we get the Marvel logo. Mm-hmm. Like, this is... Oh, no. Then we get fucking, like, the...
What's the Marvel?
The Sony Lionsgate. Oh, that's before, right? Yeah, I don't know when all the title intros are. No, I think the Sony and the Lionsgate comes before this.
Yeah.
And then the Marvel Studios intro is what comes here.
Yeah.
To the tune of Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You," which it seems that no one noticed this until the end credits of this movie, but was written by Dolly Parton. Did not know that. I did not know that. The couple reviews that I've watched, because I watch YouTube too, everyone says like, I didn't know that Dolly Parton wrote that until I saw it in the credits. And I was like, what, Dolly Parton? And I had the exact same moment in the credits. I was like, what? Dolly Parton wrote this?
Like mind blown.
But so that starts playing over the Marvel Studios intro. We get the same old one. They didn't omit any of the characters that have passed on. Yeah. They're keeping that same intro with all the shots of everybody flipping through the fucking letters of Marvel.
And just coming at the whole Marvel sequence that we see like in every movie.
And then In Memoriam comes on the screen, written in Comic Sans, no caps. And then we get a montage that was, I guess it's like a little like clip show that was made by the students at Peter's school, which is they're like a science kind of school.
Yeah.
Their mascot's the tigers. That'll come into play later. Not just because I went to a middle school whose mascot was tigers, but it'll come back into play later. But we get like a quick slideshow of all the heroes that we lost in the Infinity War Endgame period, events. So we see Tony, they show Cap. So I guess that's not 100% confirmation that Cap died,
because
but
I think
at least confirmation that people think he's
dead. Because I'm pretty sure it's people think he's dead because they don't see Captain America walking out.
And I think they'll like you said you said we were talking earlier that they might save him for his death for that Falcon Winter Soldier show.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like them both at his deathbed, kind of how
might
he
open
was
with
there.
His funeral, bro.
Yeah, kind of like how he was there at Peggy's deathbed, and then I think it's gonna parallel them both on one side carrying Steve, like he carried Peggy, and it's gonna get that kind of whole.
Damn, don't make me cry about something that doesn't exist yet.
But I think that's exactly how they're gonna go with that. So
So we also see Black Widow, Vision. Yes. They show a blurry, pixelated shot of Vision.
The boy.
My favorite part of that whole sequence was the Getty Images shot of the candles that still had the Getty Images watermark on it.
Just like a school production fucking would.
And then it cuts to Betty Brant, who basically explains to the school, that's what the video is for, but also to the audience, kind of how people are reacting to what has happened in this 5-year period, Infinity War to Endgame, which we all call the snap, but they refer to as the blip. We learned that they call the blip because people just blipped out of existence and then they blipped back. So that's what just everyone like calls it. What is the other kid's name? He was pretty funny. I think it was Jason. Yeah, I think it was Jason. He was pretty funny too. But they just kind of they show like fucking found footage of people in the stands of a basketball game like disappearing, and then kids on the court start disappearing, and then it cuts to another like found footage shot of like the band's all playing on the fucking field on the court, and then people just blip back into existence, but they're playing basketball, so they run into each other and shit.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck.
I heard a lot of people saying that they were kind of upset that they made like a quote unquote joke kind of the blip.
Yeah, but
I think everyone reacts to shit fucking differently.
Well, and I think why would a school production thing making a news thing, why would they be really sad? Why they didn't even really make it a joke. It just looks like it's
especially
not really,
when you think about it in the end of it, like in the end of everything, this whole 5-year like shit that went down. Everyone's okay.
Yeah, everyone's back.
Everyone's fine.
Well,
the only weird thing is that like they talk about the people who didn't blip out of existence aged 5 years. And the people who did blip out, they came at the same age. So now like the fucking Jason kid, he's like my younger brother's now older than me. He's just sitting there all confused.
Yeah. There was a lot of fucking funny moments. Oh my god.
So then it I think it was Betty's like. Is it like they're like because like Jason is like, are there any Avengers? Does anyone have a plan? And then it cuts to Peter with Ned, like the locker. He's like, I have a plan, and so he starts talking to Ned about the plan he has for this trip, because he really wants to tell MJ how he feels about her.
Yeah.
That's kind of his whole plan, is to like kind of hang out with her a lot, kind of like get buddy and then reveal his feelings for her. Hopefully she feels the same way. He kind of feels like there's something that she feels as well, because she's like sort of staring at me and shit. And then so the plan was he wants to go when they're in Italy. He wants to buy a glass Black Dahlia, which is a flower, because MJ's a fan of the Black Dahlia murders. She likes the Black Dahlia because of the murders.
This kind of fits with the way her character's going right now.
Like, she's kind of just like a...
The whole, like... Well, it's not like...
I just want to say badass. It's kind of like badass. Like,
yeah. It's like, it's not like she just doesn't really care.
She's cool.
She doesn't really care about, really. She doesn't, like, really... It doesn't... She's just... she is, like, the cool kid.
Yeah, she's just, like, a fucking...
The modern cool kid, to where it's just like, I don't care.
Yeah, because modern cool kids don't give a fuck. They're just kind of like, I don't give a fuck.
They just do their own thing. So it's like...
Oh, Padme coming in and getting a little cameo. Meow meow.
Meow meow.
So they're interrupted by MJ. It's like, what are you guys talking about? And then they like say something about collecting tiny spoons.
Yeah.
Just like a grandma. You collect tiny spoons like a grandma. Aw, Padme. Come and say hi, Padme. She's up on the table now. Padme's my cat, for those of you who don't know.
Yes.
Hello, Padme.
No, we have Padme from we have
Natalie Portman
on the
hostage.
table at the moment. No,
I'm hungry. I'm ready to fucking eat. I'm ready to eat, Ryan. Let's fucking cut this bitch open. No. So they're interrupted by MJ. They throw some like fucking stupid excuse for what they were talking about around.
Yeah.
And MJ's like, all right, weirdos, and leaves. And then it cuts to the Aunt May, right? Aunt May is at the she has like doing like a homeless shelter kind of thing for people who blipped out of existence, and then the people who didn't blip out of existence maybe like bought their apartment and now have been living in their apartment for 4 + 5 years.
Yeah. Because life moves on.
Because life moves on, even though you blipped away.
Yeah.
Aunt May even says that when she blipped back into her apartment, the wife of the man whose house she blipped back into thought that she was a mistress, and the mom thought that she was a ghost. But, Spider-Man's there in his Iron Spider suit as kind of like he's kind of like the mascot of her, like, her like organization, I guess.
Kind of like the poster boy.
Reminds me a lot of Feast from the PS4 games.
Yes.
Which is the same kind of thing as a homeless shelter that Aunt May runs. Not runs, but she works for. Then after that, he goes backstage and congratulates with Aunt May and they get high five and stuff. So you did good, you're a little stiff, but it was good. And then Happy stumbles in with this giant check. And there's that first tense moment between Happy and Aunt May where we're like, something's going on. Even Peter notices it. He's like looking back and forth at them, just like talking about each other. And he says, I loved Happy this whole movie. It was so funny. But she's like, nice beard. He's like, thanks. I call it my blip beard because I grew it in the blip.
I call it my blip beard.
Blip beard. He's just like blip beard.
Like,
so then he reveals that like the checks from Pepper Potts for the organization or whatever. Aunt May's like, dope. I'm gonna go fucking talk with people. Get out there. You got people to talk with.
Man, you got shit to do, Peter.
Up, and then fucking Happy's like, yeah, but also Nick Fury's calling you, so you gotta talk to Nick Fury.
Yeah, you gotta answer that shit.
And he's like, what the fuck would Nick Fury be calling me? That'll make sense. I'm Spider-Man. What? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's got superhero stuff for you probably. Like he like calls the Avengers, so you're an Avenger now, so he would call you just superhero stuff.
Yeah. And
he's like, no, I got a vacation. I got a school vacation I gotta do. Like, I really want this. Like, I fucking blipped out of existence. I think I would fucking deserve a vacation or something. And Happy's like, no, you gotta talk to him because if you don't talk to him, I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. And he's like, why don't you want to talk to him? He says, because I'm scared. Because I'm scared. And Nick Fury calls at that moment, and he fucking just hangs up on him. He's like, nope, sends it to voicemail. He's like, did you just fucking ghost Nick Fury? You don't fucking ghost Nick Fury. Why the fuck would you ghost Nick Fury? How did you ghost Nick Fury? And so he's like, nope, gotta go. People to talk to. They're calling me. Gotta go. He fucking flips his mask back on. He goes outside to talk with people.
Yeah.
And immediately is bombarded by paparazzi people asking him, like, are you gonna be the next Iron Man? Are you leading the Avengers now? And he's fucking kind of like, oh, fuck. He's just lost fucking Tony. So he's all bent out of shape. And all the fucking pictures and lights are fucking tripping him out. And he's like, I fucking gotta go.
I gotta go.
Bye. And so he dips out and like goes onto a rooftop to fucking get some fucking air. And looks up and what does he fucking see? What does he see, Ryan?
Of course it's a fucking mural of Iron Man. And of course trying to hit us in our
feels. The one
feels.
person that, I mean, not that he wants to forget about him, but he like... Well, everywhere he goes, he literally says, everywhere I go, I see his face.
Yeah, like he's haunted by Tony Stark.
And like at some point, I feel like it's just like Uncle Ben is in the comics, where he feels like I couldn't save this one person that I really care about. No. He has that same kind of guilt that he carries with him in this movie, where I couldn't save this person that I really fucking care about.
No.
And obviously, they were like he couldn't have saved Uncle Ben because Uncle Ben's death was. That was sealed the moment that fucking dude ran out the building. Like no matter how fast he was, I missed the part where that's my problem. That right there sealed the fate. No matter what Peter Parker would have done, but Peter Parker still carries that guilt that he could have done something, or it's the Superman guilt where Superman wants to save everybody, but he fucking can't. It's literally impossible, even for Superman.
Wow.
So Spider-Man, even though it probably was the only way for the Avengers to win was for Tony Stark to kill himself, or not kill himself, but sacrifice himself.
Jesus.
It's just a fucking hit.
Tony almost suicides.
Go watch the Endgame review, everyone.
Yeah.
But so he's crying. He's all up there. He's sad, and like I feel it too, man. I'm sad. I still feel like I lost my homeboy. The Mac Daddy of the MCU is gone. But they did well with the legacy of Tony Stark in this movie, particularly. Like obviously this is the first one after he dies.
Yeah.
So
but what I noticed was like I could feel like the missing presence of him physically being there, but like you were saying, they did a good job, and I think they did a good job because even though he wasn't physically there, he was still very much there in like the way that he was brought up, and like, with they Edith, talk about him all the time. That we'll discuss later. But like,
there's one shot where they go. I think it's when they arrive in Prague. There's just like a big screen, and it has a picture of Iron Man on there. Cause like, the whole world is like, this is our fucking savior. He saved us.
And even like his humor lives on after death, so he's still like lingers,
he's still
even
around.
He's not physically.
We're
there.
laughing at Tony Stark jokes that he's making post mortem.
Yeah,
it's fucking,
exactly.
Like, definitely, they did well with it because it would have felt kind of. Not cheap or anything, but it would have felt just like disappointing if like they just never mentioned him again.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the way Homecoming went. And like if Homecoming went differently and Iron Man didn't really have a whole like, fucking big part in Homecoming, I'd get them kind of just glossing over the fact that they're not completely ditching it, but glossing over it. But the fact that he was so present in Homecoming, it's like they're obligated.
It was also kind of like they knew that there was going to be this kind of like a fatigue, I guess, like how after Infinity War and everybody was grieving over Infinity War, they threw Ant-Man and the Wasp at us, and everyone was like laugh. But everyone was like, oh my god, like what do we do like after that big monumentous thing that just happened? And it was sort of the same thing with Endgame, where holy shit, we just lost Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And now we have to go watch Spider-Man where we know he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
So
if you would have asked me after fucking Homecoming came out, I would have said, oh, okay, I see where they're going with this. Iron Man's basically the side character of these Spider-Man movies, and he's going to kind of not be part of the Avengers. They're not going to be in Iron Man 4 or 5 or whatever the fuck, but he's going to be the side character and like usher Peter into this new universe. But no, they fucking wrecked my whole fucking dreams and said, no, he's dead, he dies. But he's sacrificed. He still feels like a character in this movie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel like he doesn't feel like someone who's dead. He feels like someone who's just like away. Like he's just not there right now.
It feels like he went through the
still giving Peter gifts, which we'll get to. Still teaching him shit. Like
honestly just feels like he went through the wormhole in the first Avengers and just like never came back. And like everyone knows he's still alive, just so you just saved everyone. He's just like chilling in space, just like whoa, where am I? Whoa.
Right. So after that, Peter's got to pack his bags because he's got to go to fucking. He's got to get away. He's got to fucking go somewhere where there's not gonna be fucking friendly neighborhood shit to do.
Yeah.
He wants to not be Spider-Man, but Aunt May convinces him to take the suit. She's like, no, take the suit. You never know if you're going to need it. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. But fucking Aunt May snuck it into his fucking bag. Of course. We'll find that out later.
Great on it.
So then we arrive at the airport. They're all getting on the plane and shit. They check his bags. And they have that scene where she opens up his fucking thing and sees the Spider-Man suit right there. And then like lifts it up and pulls out a banana. She's like, no bananas. No. Sorry. So then we get on the plane. Peter's sitting next to Ned, but he really wants to sit next to MJ, who's sitting next to Betty. So he's like, "Come on, Ned, we gotta like, come up with some, help me sit next to MJ because I have this fucking dual headphone splitter. We can watch movies and laugh the whole time. Come on, you gotta help me." And Ned's like, "No, man, we gotta be bachelors. Like that's the whole plan. Like, come on, we're Americans. Yeah. They love Americans." And so he's like, "No, please, come on. That's your plan. Do my plan. Come on." So Ned's like, "All right, fine." So he comes up with what is it? The lady in front of us. There's a perfume allergy. So he goes over and it's like, "Hey, Betty, Peter has a perfume allergy. So would you mind switching seats with him? Because the lady in front of him's perfume is starting to set him off." And fucking to interrupt them is the fucking teacher who's sitting in front of them, which is what's his name? Martin Starr. Martin Starr.
That's the actor's name. Yeah.
I forget the fucking.
I think his name's Mr. Lewis.
Maybe, but fucking.
Don't know why that sounds so.
He popped his head and he goes, "Someone say perfume allergy." He's like, "Peter has a perfume allergy," and he goes, "All right, I got this. Peter, you come." He does some like weird fucking convoluted switchery of seats, but it ends up switching. It puts Peter with the teacher. It puts Betty with Ned, and then puts MJ next to Brad fucking Davis. Brad fucking Davis, who is a fucking comics character. He dates fucking Mary Jane at some point in the fucking, I don't know when the fuck it happens, but in the chronology of fucking Spider-Man comics.
Is he anybody else, or is he?
No, that's it, and he's only in like fucking one issue as far as I know. It's just Brad Davis, this fucking douchebag that Mary Jane dated.
I was like, knowing Marvel, they just throw the name Brad Davis out there, and then knowing them, it's like some fucking Spider-Man villain down the road or some shit.
Who they also showed during the in memoriam, not the in memoriam thing, but the explanation of the blip, that he was a kid who was like, what was it, fucking 5 years younger than they are now, and now that he didn't blip away, he is now their age.
Yeah.
And fucking somewhat ripped and plays basketball and is a fucking handsome Asian guy. Fucking them handsome Asians, man.
Yeah.
They just handsome. They just handsome people. Brad fucking Davis, though. He's an asshole, and we'll learn about him in a bit. So, now Peter's stuck with the fucking teacher who tells him this hilarious fucking story about how, he goes, did I ever tell you about how my wife pretended to blip, that we had a funeral for her and everything? It was, the funeral was real because we all thought she was really dead. Turns out she just ran away with her hiking instructor or something like that. JB Smoove is also in this movie as the science teacher, whatever I think he is. What is he? The history teacher? He's some teacher. Science, history of science. I don't know.
I think it's science.
But he goes, we ain't taking shifts. I'm taking Ambien. And then he's out on the fucking plane.
It is science because I'm a man of science.
I'm a man of science.
That's a line he says.
But there's witches.
So yes, it is science. So just remember that. Sorry.
And their first stop. So now Peter's stuck on this fucking plane for 8 hours next to teacher who's falling asleep on his fucking shoulder. He has to look over at fucking MJ watching movies with Brad Davis laughing.
Who also brought a dual
fucking splitter because
that motherfucker.
Fucking Brad Davis.
Fucking Brad.
And then we also, during a moment of turbulence, Ned and Betty lock hands, and they look at each other, and the fucking look on Betty's face is just like, what is happening right now?
And then Ned is like,
which he's also playing fucking games most of the time, and fucking just fucking being Ned. Ned's was fucking good in this movie.
Ned.
I love Ned. He's a good character.
Oh,
I'm glad that, because I heard that Disney kind of had a problem with that. The actor that played him, because he said something on the Rooster Teeth podcast. He said something that happened live that he wasn't supposed to fucking say, and they cut it out of the fucking thing. It was a whole thing. I know it happened, but I heard that like Disney didn't fucking like him that much. And I fucking, when you were like, they might kill Ned, I was like, fuck, they might, because they want to get him out of the fucking
exactly.
thing. But no, he had a fucking full role in this movie, and
he was good.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Disney seems like they're really kind of like. Letting shit go a little bit.
And they cut it out of the podcast. Only a few people really heard what the fuck. Like,
you know what I mean? Ain't a big deal.
Like,
it wasn't really a big deal. You know, I don't know what was said, but I don't think it was a big deal.
Yeah.
But so they maybe discover something with each other, Ned and Betty. But so their first stop, Italy. They're going to Italy. Venice, Italy, to be exact.
Of course.
Peter knows that they fucking blow a lot of glass down the Venice canals, so he embarks to go find the Black Dahlia necklace, which he finds immediately, and he buys it.
Of course, if the plot calls for it.
And then he runs into MJ, who's like, "What's in the bag?" And he's like, nothing." And so then they're walking, and she tells him about Bo, the word that she learned, which means like no and I don't know, and it means a bunch of different things. But you just say it, and people leave you alone.
Wow.
And literally some dude walks up and tries to like hand them flowers or something, speaking Italian, and she just goes Bo, and then he just gives her like a death stare, and then just fucking walks away. And she's like, I was born to say this word. This is my word. And then she's like, so what's in that bag? And he just goes, Bo. And then she's like, all right. And fucking they just go on about their business because she's cool.
And she's like,
but then the water in the canal starts to like, starts to bubble and shit.
Yeah.
And we're like,
starts coming up and you're like,
something's nuts. And then the moment that scared Dad in the theater, when the water just goes, boom.
My mom too.
Fucking my dad was like, oh shit, that scared the shit out of me. But the water fucking shoots up and bam, it's they said it's not Hydro Man, but I'm gonna call it Hydro.
It's the closest thing we're getting.
Because that's where I don't think we're gonna get Hydro Man. I think this is because we're gonna Exactly.
Well, it's Water Boy, the elemental. Like
it's the water elemental, but I'm gonna call it Hydro Man because
it's
that's
fucking
cool.
Hydro
it's
Man.
Fucking Hydro Man. So fucking Hydro Man comes out of the fucking water and he starts fucking breaking shit and punches fucking Peter and fucking starts fucking just wrecking havoc. And Peter doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't have his fucking Spider-Man suit.
Oh shit!
So he fucking.
It's in the hotel room.
Yeah, so he like fucking grabs like a fucking like a carnival mask that's like a gesture kind of mask, and he just like in full just Peter Parker just with that little mask is like Spider-Maning around the fucking thing, and he does this cool thing where he like jumps through the window while he webs the outside of the window, and then fucking the windows like the walls like splitting apart from the house, so he jumps back in the house, pulls the web in, jumps fucking spins around, comes back out, and like webs up the building so it doesn't fucking fall apart.
Yeah, like
but he does it in like
it up.
one seamless motion. It's fucking cool. And then Mysterio shows up, comes flying in, and then fucking starts shooting Hydro Man with fucking laser beams. And Peter Parker sees him, and he's like, "Hey, you! I can help. I'm really strong, and I'm sticky,
and I'm sticky,
And so then he's like, "We gotta draw it away from the water because we gotta draw away from the canals because it's just gonna hurt people. We gotta get it like out into open water."
Yeah.
So they get it out, they fucking fight it, and then fucking Mysterio, I don't know what Mysterio does, but he basically just fucking like super blasts it with fucking his beams, and then it fucking dissipates and he's gone.
Yeah.
And Mysterio has defeated Hydro Man, and everyone's fucking cheering for fucking Mysterio, and he looks around and gives like a, yeah, I'm fucking, what's up?
And then he gives like that to Spider-Man
yeah,
too.
he looks over at him, he's like, yeah, that was good. And then he fucking takes off.
Like a hero.
Like a fucking hero, like the badass hero that he looks like.
Fucking.
So then they get back to the hotel and they're like, "Damn, that was fucking crazy." Yeah.
Who's this Iron Man dude?
That was nuts. Where were you, Peter? He's like, I was running away.
Well, I think the best quote came from that movie, which made me laugh the loudest out, was when Flash was saying like, "Oh, he's no Spider-Man, though. Spider-Man could have kicked his ass." And then Peter walks in, and he goes, "Sup, dickwad?" Like, it's so perfect.
He goes, "Spider-Man could kick his ass." I'm like, "What is it with you and Spider-Man?" He's like, I really look up to him. He makes me want to be a better man." Sup, dickwad.
That's so good.
So then fucking... I love how also while he's, like, talking up Spider-Man, Peter Parker's just fucking standing there, just like,
oh,
yeah,
fucking
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Spider-Man's pretty fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
Then it shows on the news that they got some footage of like Mysterio fighting the Hydro Man, and they're calling him the Italian word for like man of mystery is something de Mysterio. So now everyone's fucking calling him Mysterio.
Yeah.
So Peter goes back
I think
to
that means like man of mystery.
Yeah, it means the man of mystery or something like that. Yeah. So they go back to the hotel room. Ned's like, "Man, it's fucking dope, and that was cool." And then he fucking falls down. He gets fucking tranked, and he's like, you just hear, "You're a difficult man to reach, Spider-Man." And then fucking Nick Fury in the fucking corner of the room with a fucking trank dart. And he's like, "You're a difficult man to reach. We got some shit to talk about because we need your help. You're here. What a coincidence." And he's like, "Was it a coincidence? Or did you do this on purpose?"
But then the teacher knocks on the door.
But then, no, it was the teacher first?
Yeah, because then he knocks on the door and
Ned snores first.
Oh, yeah.
They're talking to him. He kind of starts talking about the elementals. And then fucking Ned starts snoring. And he's like, anyways, so... And then the fucking door knocks and it's the teacher.
He's like, "Hey."
And he's like, "Hey, yeah, so just want to know if you need someone to talk to or you need any counseling about what happened today. I'm here for that." And Peter's like, No, I'm good. And he goes, "Good, because I'm not qualified for that. I just checking on you. All right, good night."
And as he's doing that, like, the door's open, but he doesn't see
Samuel
Jackson holding
looking down the sight.
The tranquilizer thing, like, about to shoot. Just like, oh.
So they start talking again, and then knock on the door again, and it's Betty trying to talk to Ned, and he's like, "Ned's asleep." And she's like, "Really? So early?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's out." She's like, "All right, bye." And then fucking Samuel Jackson's like, "If one more person knocks on that door, we're gonna attend another funeral." And he's like, "All right, you know what? I got someone else we can talk to. I got a base down these canals that we can talk to." So he takes him on a boat. On the boat, hands him a little case. And he says, like, "Tony wanted you to have this." Tony's still living on. he opens the case up, and it's Tony's glasses from Infinity War. It's the same sunglasses he was wearing in Infinity War. And he's like, and it has a little note that says, what does it say? It says,
to the next Iron Man.
To the next Iron Man, I trust you. I trust you.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's just like TS, signed TS. And he's like, yeah. So he closes the fucking case, and they enter the fucking little lair, and he starts introducing people. Like, there's Maria Hill. There, over here is Dimitri, and there's just fucking creepy looking Dimitri fucking sitting there. Fucking, I got some.
We all know who he is.
We all got some theories about Dimitri.
That's gotta wait. Theories go at the end.
Yeah, theories
in case you guys didn't know.
But and then he says, and that is Mr. Beck, and there he is, fucking Mysterio.
Jake Gyllenhaal in the flesh,
himself, looking with his fucking beard. And his hair not all fucking down in front of his face like it was in that first shot.
Which I think it was just weird. Because he was like it was doing shit.
He just
like
got out of the bubble.
Yeah.
He just had bubble head.
Bubble head.
So then he's like, Beck's from Earth, just not our Earth. And the shit we saw in the trailers where he's talking about the elementals destroyed his world. And he came to this world because the elementals came, so he knows how to stop them. So he's here to help. And fucking everyone's fucking buying that bullshit.
Fucking, of course.
They're buying it. They're all like, oh, fuck, damn. Sorry to hear that you lost your family, even though you're fucking rubbing your little ring all fucking sad. He was playing it up, man. He's playing it up.
Good actor.
Good actor, Mysterio. So, where the fuck am I? Yeah, the elementals. But Peter's like, what about, like, Thor? And they're like, he's fucking off-world. He's like, Doctor Strange. And he's like, not available. He's like, Captain Marvel. He's like, don't invoke her name. Don't invoke her name.
Don't invoke her name.
And he's like, I'm just Spider-Man. Like, I can't. Like, these are elementals. I'm fucking, like, I deal with neighborhood stuff. Like, come on. And he's like, I just want to, like, hang out with a girl. Come on. So, he's like, all right, I understand. He just looks at him, he's like, wait, really? You do? He's like, yep. All right, go ahead. Dimitri, go ahead, take him back to the hotel. And so Peter Parker's not going to Prague. They're not. The trip doesn't need to go to Prague. They're going to fucking Paris next. So why the fuck is he doesn't need to go. So he gets back to the hotel, and what do you know it? Their school trip has been upgraded. They're going to Prague.
Oh shit.
And Ned's like, wait, what? And he's like, I think Nick Fury just hijacked our summer vacation. One of the reasons Peter gave to Nick why he can't do this, he's like, Spider-Man can't be seen here because then people will know, like, how is Spider-Man here, but he's in New York, but we're here, Spider-Man's here, so someone on this trip is Spider-Man, they're going to figure out he's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So they get to Prague, and what do you know it, he gets, there's like a lady, kind of, like, hey, you. And he's like, what? Hey, and so she's like, come here. And he's like, oh, fuck. All right, this is some fucking Nick Fury shit. So he walks in, and she's like, Nick Fury said that you can't be seen, Spider-Man can't be seen, so we made you a fucking suit. It's like a black fucking suit. And she's like, take off your clothes now, put it on. And he's like,
take off your clothes.
I really don't want to. And she's like, take off your clothes. And he's like,
your clothes.
All right. So he starts taking off his pants, and the door opens, and who the fuck is it? Brad fucking Davis.
Oh, fucking course.
I fucking hate Brad Davis. I fucking hate him. He's a douchebag.
Everyone hates Brad.
And what does Brad do? He snaps a picture of Peter cowering behind this woman with his pants down, going, no, 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 no.
No, no.
He snaps a picture, and he's like, oh, bye. And fucking she pulls out a gun and is going to shoot him. And he's like, don't shoot Brad. But I was like, shoot Brad.
Shoot him.
Just shoot him. Take him out.
Right in the face. Just
So he catches up with Brad and is like, all right, Brad, that's not what it fucking looked like. And Brad's like, look, man, if you wanted to fucking hook up with chicks on your fucking European vacation, that's you, man. I ain't got to judge. But look, I know you like MJ. And, hey, man, I like her too. And she got to know the truth. So I'm gonna show her these pictures. And he sulks off like a fucking asshole. Wow. At that moment, I was like, fucking kill him.
I got Joe vibes from Raimi.
Spider-Man is so strong that he has to hold his punches back every fucking time he fights because he can fucking kill someone. I just want him to punch his fucking head off. Just back of the head, boom, and just like knock it across the fucking.
He almost knocked over the Dr. Pepper can.
I knew exactly where that was going the second I heard him say Spider-Man pulls his punches. I knew exactly.
He could easily punch his fucking head off. He could knock it across all Prague. He can
bottle cap challenge with Brad's head.
He can knock it. He can bottle cap challenge fucking Brad's head clear back to fucking Venice. Send it back to fucking New York. That's how strong Spider-Man is. But fucking Brad gets away. He's like, I can't do anything. All right, well, fuck. So he gets the suit. He fucking dips off, and they're on a bus ride from the. Where are they at?
They're on their way to Prague because that was just a rest stop.
Oh yeah, exactly. They're at a rest stop.
Mm-hmm.
So they're on the way to Prague in like a bus, and so Peter remembers, oh fuck, I have these glasses. So he pulls out the glasses and he puts them on, and then boom, they boot up, they light up, and then fucking an AI voice pops up. It's like, hello Peter, I am Edith, and Edith stands for even dead, I'm the hero. Yep. Which is just like, that's what we were talking about with Tony still lives on. His humor is still there. Like, he's still cracking jokes to us even after he's dead.
He's still there.
Even dead, he's the fucking hero.
Wow.
And these fucking glasses are they're fucking the greatest weapon to ever exist. A man who refused to make weapons in the first movie has created the most insane weapon ever.
Wow. Well, it's defense.
Yeah, it's defense. He can read fucking everyone's text messages.
Wow.
He can see dossiers on everyone's fucking history. He could probably pull
encrypted dossiers.
Yeah, there's an encrypted one on Dimitri. Dimitri's completely decrypted. It says Dimitri. And then everything else is encrypted.
No, he's encrypted and everyone else is decrypted. I think that's how it works.
Something. Yeah, his shit is encrypted.
Basically, we can't see his shit.
Yeah, his shit's all redded out, and there's no info on him.
Of course, there isn't.
Whereas he can see that the JB Smooth is reading fucking the history of witchcraft fucking book, because he thinks that all this that's going on is witches, because he's a man of science. So They get to Prague, and Peter's like, well, all right, we're here. I gotta fucking protect you guys now, so I guess I'll go fucking meet with Nick Fury. Yeah. So he goes and meets with Nick Fury, and Mysterio's there, and they all kind of gear up, get ready to fucking go. And then Peter's like kind of spaces out, and Nick Fury's like, yo, you fucking listening, dude, or are you not fucking ready for this? And he's just like yelling at him out of nowhere. He's just like, are you not ready for this? And fucking Peter's like, yeah, no, I'm good. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go. And he goes and sits outside and fucking sulks on the fucking rooftops again, because it's so Spider-Man. Spider-Man and Batman, they're rooftop sulkers. Daredevil,
that's where they go.
Daredevil's a good rooftop sulker. He usually sulks on like a church cross. But
Nightwing's a very rooftop.
Oh, he learned it from his fucking daddy, so it makes sense. Bruce Wayne's his daddy, and you know it. I just don't like daddy.
Daddy Bruce.
But so Peter. Oh wait, we totally forgot about the whole bus scene. On the bus, he has to delete the photos from fucking Brad Davis' phone before he shows them to MJ.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey Edith, I got this guy Brad, and he's got pictures of me that I don't like." And so she's like, "Is Brad a target?" And he's like, "Yeah, Brad's a target." He looks over and sees that he's looking at the picture. He's like, "Yeah, Brad's a target. And so she goes, "All right, do you want me to eliminate the target?" He's like, yeah. And she's like, all right, eliminating Brad Davis, sending strike drone, and then a shot from space of a big ass fucking satellite where a little like hatch opens up and a little drone's like out of the fucking giant thing flies down to Earth like a fucking asteroid. Parts shed off of it, and it's a little fucking drone that comes in behind the thing, locks onto fucking Brad, ready to kill. And I was like, yes, murder him, yes. Peter's like, oh shit, no. So he makes everyone look away, or he's trying to get her to like stop, but she can't hear him because everyone's fucking like talking and shit. And then when he freaked out that the drone was coming, he dropped the glasses, and then fucking Flash picked him up, and he was like, hey, the glasses, man. She's like, Flash, give those back. And he's like kind of like fighting with him kind of to get the glasses back. Accidentally smacks him and knocks him out cold, just fucking lays him out. And she's like, did you just punch Flash? The lady behind what's it called? The wrap. I like that they had that representation, the Muslim.
Oh, the hijab.
Yeah. Hijab, that's what I didn't know.
I didn't know.
I wasn't even close to hijab, but that is exactly what I was thinking of. Fucking like every one of these fucking students was like diverse, and it was kind of cool.
It's like a modern school.
But she's like, did you just punch Flash? And he's like, no.
No.
And so the drone's fucking coming in. He's like, fuck, I don't have enough time. Oh, shit. So makes everyone look at baby goats. He goes, look, baby goats. And everyone looks out the fucking window. And he jumps out the fucking top hatch, fucking webs the fucking drone. And the drone fucking explodes, fucking crashes down. And he fucking comes back down to the fucking thing. No one noticed at all. Except Betty's like, you thought we didn't notice? But... we like what you did with your hair. His hair's all fucked up because of the fucking... she just, we like your new look. Because his hair's all, like, back because of the wind. And he's wearing the sunglasses, so he looks all, like... weird. This is weird.
It looks different.
Mysterio didn't think he looked cool. But that happened on the bus ride. Anyways, back to fucking Peter getting yelled at. So Peter gets yelled at, goes to sulk on the roof. And Mysterio shows up and says, hey, man, Fury wanted me to come talk to you. He feels bad about yelling at you. And he's like... really? And he goes, do you not have sarcasm on your earth? Like, really? And he's like, oh, okay. So then he sits down and they have like a real heart-to-heart. And for a fucking moment, I was like, man, maybe they are going to do Good Guy Mysterio. Maybe this is like something that maybe there'll be a villain in the next movie or he'll like build up to a villain or something. But maybe he's a good guy for now. I wonder like these elementals might be fucking some real shit. So, because he tells them like, hey man, listen, like, I know shit's crazy, but whatever happens, like, I'm glad that I'm fighting with you. You got spunk. You got fucking... you're a good kid. You're a good kid, Peter. And I'm like, damn, why are you being so nice?
Why are you being so nice?
Peter uses Edith to get all the kids to go to an opera. Padme's going nuts with your fucking... she wants to play, man.
Padme makes so much noise. I
know.
Swear.
It's a loud-ass cat.
Like, Padme, we're trying to record.
Anyways, so he gets all the kids on the trip to go to the opera because he'll know at least they're in this building and I can keep the fucking fire elemental away from that building. So all the kids go to the opera, but MJ is like, Peter's not here. I'm gonna go find Peter. So she leaves to go find Peter. Fucking Betty is like, where's she going? Do you think she's going to the carnival? Let's go. We should go. So then her and Ned, they're forced to leave.
Wow.
So now they're out and about in this fucking... right where the fucking fire elemental is gonna fucking attack.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna call Molten Man because it's fucking Molten Man.
Yeah.
The Lego sets call it Hydro Man and Molten Man, so I'm gonna call it Hydro Man and Molten Man. So Molten Man fucking shows up, starts fucking bubbling up the ground, explodes. They're like, all right, we're fucking Padme, jeez. So
Padme, stop.
So she's like, Molten Man, everyone gets all gearing up and they're ready to fight him. They're all in their positions. They realize that they have to hit it with things that it can't absorb because it absorbs metal. It breaks down metal and gets bigger and bigger. And once it's too big, it'll start to absorb the metal of the earth. And then it'll be too big to destroy the earth.
Yeah.
So they're fighting it. They're doing pretty well. They're starting to fight it back. But then a big, like, scaffolding falls on top of Molten Man, who just absorbs all of that, gets super fucking big, and they're like, it's too late. And then Mysterio goes, no, it's not too late. I'm going to do what I should have done in my Earth. And then it starts, like, sucking up, like, a bunch of, like, energy and shit.
Yeah.
It fucking explodes in this fucking green mist of energy, and there's, like, little tiny green lights that just float around and everything. And fucking Molten Man's destroyed. Mysterio's gone. What they think he's gone, but he's laying over on the ground all fucked up. Peter thinks he's dead. He runs over him. Mr. Beck, no, Mr. Beck. He rolls over. He's like, we did it. And then gets up and fucking, he's okay. He's not fucking dead. I thought he was fucking dead right there. I was like, damn.
I was like, fuck.
So they did it. They beat Molten Man. That was the last of the fucking elementals. Mysterio fucking did it. He saved the fucking day. They gotta go celebrate. You're fucking with her, man. You're the one fucking with her. And you're surprised that she's getting some fucking feistiness going.
She will.
Anyways,
let's get back to this.
By the way, while he was fighting Molten Man, fucking Betty and Ned are on the Ferris wheel, and they see Spider-Man because now they're trapped on this Ferris wheel, and so they're like, "Is that Spider-Man?" And Ned's like, "No, that's not Spider-Man. And it's like a ripoff. It's like a European ripoff Spider-Man. I think they call him like Night Monkey or something." And so they're like, Night Monkey, help us!" And that spawns the name. I am not calling that the stealth suit anymore. that's the Night Monkey suit.
That's the Night Monkey
100% Night Monkey suit.
Is that what it was called on the pop, or was it just
No, it was called Stealth Suit on the pop.
Missed
I know it should have just been called Night Monkey.
Night Monkey, man. What
But-
could have technically been a spoiler in a way?
I mean, I guess, but not really.
Yeah,
should
but
call it
like-
Night Monkey.
Yeah, like, why not?
But so Mysterio's like, we gotta go celebrate at a bar, and he's like, I'm not 21. He's like, you can get lemonade, don't matter. Because what Peter gets lemonade, and fucking Mysterio's fucking beer in a hand, got the cape off, not wearing the dome. He's just kind of sitting there, all kind of like half costumed, beer in hand. He's happy that they fucking did it, looking at Peter, and Peter's all fucking like, I'm sad. I'm stepping out of my bendy straw. Lemonade, I'm so young. And he's like, man, why are you so fucking sad? And he's like, I really just wanted to hang out with this girl, but I gotta do this shit, and it's fucking like, it's a lot of responsibility. And he's like, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do now, Peter? We did it. So what do you want to do? He's like, I want to go to fucking Paris, and I want to go to the Eiffel Tower, and I want to fucking kiss MJ. And he's like, oh, hey. He's like, all right, don't make fun of me, man. And then the waitress walks up and goes, hey, are these yours? And hands him Edith. And he's like, oh, yeah, jeez. Those are just on the floor? He's like, yeah. And Mysterio's like, those fell out of your pocket? Like, that's crazy. You gotta be careful with those. And he's like, yeah. I don't know why he gave these to me. Like, I don't know why he trusted me. I'm just a kid. And then he gets the idea. The stupid idea that, no, Mysterio, like, you should have these. And he goes, here, you should have these. And he's like, and fucking instantly Mysterio is like, no, Peter.
No.
I'm not the next Iron Man. And he's like, no. He says, Tony trusted those to you. So he goes, no. He said, in the next Iron Man, I trust you. Or to the next Iron Man, I trust you. He goes, maybe I'm not the next. He should have known I'm not the next Iron Man because I'm just a kid. But he must have known that I could pick the next Iron Man because I was close to him, and that's you. So he goes, you know what? He puts the glasses on. He transfers the control of Edith over to Quentin Beck.
Yeah.
Which everyone goes, well, how did when he put the glasses back on, Quentin didn't transfer it back over to Peter? I don't think he deleted his like profile.
Yeah.
It would still recognize Peter.
He just created a new profile, like if you would on a laptop.
Just like I bet if Tony put that on, it would recognize Tony. Or
exactly.
I bet you maybe if even Happy put them on,
They'd
it would
probably
recognize Happy. It would probably recognize Pepper.
It'd probably recognize Fury.
And it would probably recognize Morgan, his daughter.
Yeah.
Like he probably set it up to recognize everybody that he would need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Probably. It's probably just most of the Avengers too. Probably fucking Steve could probably put them on.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's like he puts them on. He puts them on. They're like, "Are you gonna call a drone strike, Steve?" He's like, "No, I don't think I will.
I'm gonna blow up Canada."
Damn.
Well, he's Captain America.
I'm gonna blow up England. 1776 for life. No. So
here goes Germany.
So he transfers Edith over to Quentin. Quentin's like, oh, all right. Puts them on. He's like, how does it look? He's like, actually looks fucking pretty good on you. Because he put them on. He's like, how do you think it looks? And he's like, I'll be honest with you. Looks stupid. It looks stupid.
Well, it's probably him trying to be like, give me the glasses.
Yeah, the whole thing is him really
motherfucker.
Because as Peter leaves, he's like, I'm going to go get this girl. He's like, you do that. As he leaves, the camera pans around the fucking bar and things start disappearing. People in the bar are fake.
From that very moment, I knew.
Oh my god.
That very
so honestly, I'm pretty sure you're about to say the same thing too. How this is really when the movie kicks into
this
high
is when the movie
gear.
Really like, turned on for me.
It goes from first gear to like 30th gear really quick.
Because the camera pans around and people start disappearing. There's only like 2 real people in this fucking bar. And slowly, Mysterio starts raising his fucking hands into this what? The only thing I can explain is Michael's like
or like
Achievement Hunter.
The emoji of like the person shrugging, like
the shrug
like
emoji.
I don't care kind of, but it's like a
what? But then he gives this. He looks dead into the camera in the most chilling fucking glare ever. Smiles and goes, "That wasn't so hard." And then starts fucking laughing, and the fucking other people start laughing. The rest of his fucking lackeys start coming out, and he's like, "Get this stupid thing off me!" And then they all start celebrating because he reveals his fucking real fucking plan this whole time, which was to get Edith.
Yeah.
He reveals that Quentin Beck is, or no, was Quentin Beck a fake name and it's not even his real name? Or
no, I'm pretty sure.
Beck?
I'm pretty sure his name's Quentin Beck.
Real name.
Okay, because I think when he said,
because no one knows the name Quentin Beck, so it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to create a new one because Tony took all the.
When he congratulated the guy who came up with the story, he goes, "You coming up with the story of a man named Quentin from another universe." That's what made me question if his name was really Quentin Beck. But I don't know.
I feel like the whole thing
because
of, like,
they didn't really touch on it. I bet his name is just Quentin Beck.
That, and I feel like the whole like, oh, you created me being from a whole nother universe. Like that's what I think he meant by creating Quentin from this universe. Like,
yeah, maybe. Yeah, this version of Quentin.
Yeah.
But they reveal that he is the man who invented Barf. He invented Barf for Tony, and when Tony got the technology, he named it Barf, and then fired him because he wanted to use it for other things, and Tony wanted to use it as like a fucking what he called like an expensive therapy like a trip or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But it was something that could be used for obvious like Mysterio shenanigans.
Yeah.
Like what we now just revealed that all of the elementals are all fake. They're all illusions created by drones and projections, which is so fucking cool. I never if they would have told me you can adapt Mysterio into a movie, you can do it however the fuck you want, I never in a million years would have thought to do it that way. And it's so fucking cool, especially in like this day and age of like drones.
Like I would have figured like how would he hook up like those fucking
I would have
big
pussied out
movie projectors.
Yeah, I would have pussied out in the like in the cartoon and done like he throws a little cube and the cube projects this whole thing. That's what I would have done. Yeah, honestly, that's how I would have done it. And that just goes to show how fucking little I fucking think and how big fucking Marvel fucking thinks. But so he then reveals all his lackeys and how they fit into all this. He points to, I forget his name, but it's the bald guy from the first Iron Man movie.
You guys have to do it.
That Jeff Bridges yells at. The Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a bunch of scraps.
Jesus, that's how to blow out the audio real quick.
Well, I mean, hey, she said do it, so I did it. Yeah. Every time it comes up around, we have to. But then we get the shot. They show us the scene of Bridges flipping his tie up and yelling right into his fucking face. Yeah. He's the man who brought the weaponized drones because the drones not only make projections, but they're weaponized, so they can make bursts of smoke, bursts of air, fucking shoot bullets. They can make real damage. Yeah. So these things can actually punch things. Or the Hydro Man can actually make Peter wet with a punch. It just spurts water on him as well. So, fuck, that's so fucking cool. It's just so fucking cool. And right from there, I'm like, alright, this movie has me. This movie fucking has me. That whole scene. And he's standing up there in just the fucking green undersuit, going like, to Mysterio! Like, it's so fucking cool.
They do it so well.
Literally, like, you can get, like, that would be cheesy done any other way. Yeah. Having your character stand up there in a fucking green onesie yelling, to Mysterio! But he fucking does it, and it feels real. It feels like it actually is fucking, like, not some cheesy. It doesn't feel cheesy. It feels fucking like a normal fucking movie. Yeah. Nothing that makes you go like, oh, that's fucking.
It just feels like it just feels corny. It just feels like a crazy dude.
Yeah, it feels like a man's fucking crazy.
On revenge.
They show a shot of Tony fucking like presenting Barf, and then it cuts to the back, like the back of it, and fucking Quentin's fucking there, like, he named it Barf.
Little young.
My life's work. He named it Barf. He's so upset. And cut from that reveal to it just cuts back to Peter in the hotel. They're going home. They're not going to fucking Paris, or that part's canceled because they've been attacked by fucking crazy witches this whole time. So they're going home, obviously. But Peter fucking just wants fucking one fucking moment with fucking MJ. Yeah. So he goes to go up to her door, kind of has an awkward fucking conversation with her and doesn't fucking ask her anything, walks away, but then he's like, so he fucking gets the courage, goes back over to the door. She opens the door before he can knock on it, and he's like, hey, I'm not ready. He says, I'm not ready for this trip to be over, and I kind of want to do something that's not planned. are on the thing, and he's like, would you wanna? And she's like, yeah. She's like, immediately, yes.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, meet you downstairs in 10 minutes. She's like, I'll meet you downstairs in 5 minutes. And I'm like, they're so cute. I ship them so fucking hard. It's like the gayest I feel, and like it's just how much I fucking love their fucking relationship so much. Fucking, I'm in it so much. But so they just go for a fucking walk around Prague. And he's like, hey, I want to tell you something that I want to tell you for a while. And it's just that, she goes, you're Spider-Man. And he's like, what? No, I'm not Spider-Man. No. And he's like, that's what you're going to say. You're going to say you're Spider-Man. He's like, nope. He's like, because Washington don't make sense. Like, you just disappear and Spider-Man shows up and then you reappear. Like, none of this makes sense. And he's like, no. He's like, but that was Spider-Man back there that fought him. He's like, no, that was Night Monkey. You heard on the TV. That was Night Monkey. It's like, well, she pulls out this little like piece of like equipment that had gotten knocked off of the projections in the Molten Man fight that has web all over it. And she goes, well, Night Monkey and Spider-Man use the same webs. And he says, maybe he's a spider monkey.
Maybe he's a spider monkey.
And she's like, she kind of buys it. He's not Spider-Man. He's like, all right, whatever. And he's like, wait a minute. Were you only like watching me because you thought I was Spider-Man? And so she awkwardly not wanting to tell him that, no, I was watching you because you're fucking cute, was like, yeah, why else would I be watching you? And he gets a little fucking butthurt. I mean, like, I would too. That'd be sad. Yeah. I'd be like, oh, I was like, oh, fucking damn, get hit.
Oh, little Peter.
But then the little piece of equipment starts projecting a hologram, and they're like, what the fuck? So he drops the fucking. They drop the hologram and a big like smoke monster comes out, and they're like, wait, what the fuck? That looks real as fuck.
Yeah.
Who would do that? And then they see Mysterio on the fucking on the projection. He's like, oh,
this motherfucking
Mysterio.
And that's when he realizes he fucked up.
So and then he realized he fucked up because he gave him Edith. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, listen, I am Spider-Man, and I really fucked up, and we need to go right now. We need to find Nick Fury. And she's like, wait a minute, you're not messing with me, right? Because I was only 67% sure. Yeah. I wasn't like 100% there. And he's like, no, I'm Spider-Man. We gotta go. And she's like, oh, okay, geez. She's so excited that she figured it out. And fucking, they run back to the hotel. He fucking puts on his fucking suit. She kind of fucking gets a little picky of him changing because she wants to see that. Once she saw that fucking abs, she's like, oh, that's what
Spider-Man.
That's what Peter Parker's packing. Damn.
Damn.
Right. Show me the rest. But so Peter's gonna go to find Nick Fury, but he doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how to fucking contact him because fucking Mysterio can listen to everything now. He has Edith.
Yeah.
So he's like, fuck, what do we... He just fucking like... He goes to Germany because he knows that's where fucking Fury's gonna be. How does he end up going to Germany? Which, by the way, it's the same airport from Civil War. The train that he rides on in that airport tram, it's the same fucking airport from Civil War.
I don't remember how he got to...
But he ends up in fucking Germany.
He ends up in Germany. That's all that matters.
And just runs into Nick Fury. Nick Fury drives up and rolls down the window and he's like, get in. And he's like, you might want to tell me what the hell's going on? And he's like, all right, I fucked up. Mysterio's a bad guy. And he's like, no, wait, hold on. Tell me on fucking... We gotta wait till we're secure. So they get to a fucking building. They go up a fucking flight of stairs. They get into a room. And he's like, all right, spill it. And he's like, I gave him Edith because I thought that Tony meant all that. He tells him everything. Nick Fury is like, all right, well, and then bam, a fucking oh wait, no, he's saying something, and then fucking Maria Hill disappears. She starts to fucking like disintegrate from the fucking her projection.
Yeah, no, disintegrates. Well, Peter says he's here.
Yeah, Peter gets a tingle. Yeah, he gets a Peter tingle, and he's like, he's here, and Maria Hill disappears. Nick Fury's like, wait, what? And a fucking drone from a wall that disappears shoots fucking Spider-Man, shoots Nick Fury. Spider-Man falls down like a bunch of fucking flights of shit. Everything starts fucking disappearing.
Yeah.
A bunch of little lasers are hitting Peter, and he's looking around, and the disembodied voice of Mysterio comes around. He's like, I didn't want to have to do this, Peter. Nick Fury was always going to die, but you didn't have to die. But now, I have no other choice. And then the real fucking meat of this movie happens. Probably my favorite This is probably my favorite scene in the entire movie. I can't think. It's probably my favorite scene of any Spider-Man movie ever. Can you think of a better Spider-Man scene?
Hell no.
Can you think of a better scene in a Spider-Man movie? And I'm a Raimi head. I love them Raimi movies, and I can't think of a better scene than this fucking scene that we're about to fucking explain. Mysterio takes him on the greatest acid trip ride that could ever be put, because fucking that's Mysterio's whole shtick.
Yeah.
Is that he makes Spider-Man see anything.
Yeah.
Really. So first, fucking everything goes dark. The fucking ground's all misty. Lockers start coming around him. He's in a fucking hallway. And then there's just Mysterio walking down the fucking hallway, walking right at him, fucking taunting him the entire time.
Yeah.
Fucking Peter turns around to punch him. A brick wall appears. He punches the brick wall, not Mysterio. Fucking Mysterio fucking, like, he gets pulled down the hallway and a bunch of, like, lights are spinning past him and he ends up in front of a building that just says Queens on it. And then a giant fucking Mysterio fist comes through the fucking door and punches him through a fucking glass, like, window. He fucking falls down, lands on a fucking, like, lands on the top of the Eiffel Tower. It's like, I know this isn't real. And he's like, really? The moon becomes Mysterio's fucking head, and he grabs MJ out of nowhere. She's like, Peter? And he's like, no, and he drops her off the fucking Eiffel Tower, and he jumps down after her, fucking lands on the fucking ground, looks up, fucking Mysterio's flying at him, he webs through Mysterio and pulls a crane down, because Mysterio, oh my god, it's so fucking cool. He fucking, what else fucking happens? The fucking snow globe. He fucking ends up in a fucking snow globe, and fucking, it's Mysterio's fucking head.
Yeah, and then there's like this really big spider. It comes down, and then the eyes of that spider turn into a bunch of Mysterio, like,
all the domes, and then he's just like a bunch of him walking at the frame, and he's like, "You think you can beat me?" And it's like there's this fucking like 20 of them walking on the line. But then the part that really fucking got me is first we see Peter standing over the like an engraved in stone star of Captain America's shield, and he's standing over it. And then he's like, Mysterio will be the greatest hero ever. And there's a giant fucking Mysterio fucking statue that comes down and crushes fucking Peter. But that all disappears. And he's like, maybe if you were stronger, maybe Tony would still be alive. And we see the grave of Anthony Edward Stark. And then the fucking gross dead gauntlet of fucking Iron Man zombies comes out of the fucking ground. I think that's the closest we're ever gonna get to Marvel Zombies, but it's so fucking cool because we literally see zombified fucking Iron Man. Half the mask has disappeared. We for a second hear the when he fucking boots up and he starts fucking hovering when he drops over his ice cream. Fucking. And so that reaches out to Peter. That's when the spider comes out of his eye and jumps at the screen, becomes the Mysterio heads. But then Mysterio takes off the fucking once Peter's in the fucking he gets pulled back into the fucking the sweatsuit at one point. At one point, a bunch of fucking Spider-Men in like a funhouse of mirrors all jump on him and start fucking tackling him. That's when he pops out in the sweat. And like, here's a kid in a sweatsuit. And he pops out in the fucking homemade armor, and fucking he's in the fucking snow globe, and a bunch of like buildings start shooting up. Avengers Tower shoots up, the Empire State Building shoots up, and he's stuck in this fucking globe. But it's Mysterio's fucking head. He takes his fucking bull head off and like lays it down. And right as he does, there's a gunshot, and then it cuts to the real world and quote unquote the real world, and Quentin Beck standing there in a fucking mocap suit and this big dome, and he's like, and he falls over, and Nick Fury's behind him with a fucking gun. He's like, all right, listen, Peter, listen. All right, I know that he came to kill you because you told people. Who did you tell? And he's like, who did you tell? And he's like, I told MJ and Ned probably told his girlfriend. And then he's like, you are so gullible. And then fucking, he's like, what? And boom, you're right back into the fucking fight. Right back into the fight, and the fucking, it was all a fucking hologram. Nick Fury fucking disappears. Mysterio fucking comes back, starts fucking like coming at Peter, so Peter starts fucking backing up and backs up. The fucking illusion cuts out right as fucking Spider-Man's standing on train tracks, and he turns and looks, and right as he does, boom, gets hit by a fucking speeding train at full speed.
That's how Regina George
right before
died.
that, he says like now he's like, well, now I wasn't gonna kill you, but now I'm gonna kill you and your friends. And then it cuts to them
because now he knows all the loose ends. He knows who knows his tricks and who he needs to kill to hide everything. So now that he's done with Peter, bam, hits him with a train. He thinks he's fucking killed him. He thinks it's done. Kid gets hit by a train. He's dead. But no. Fucking bloody hand on the side of the train comes up. And he's like, ugh. And like that is, I think, is the best Tom Holland acted in this entire fucking movie is when he's laying there on the fucking on the seat of the train just fucking coughing and like broken. He's fucking broken. And like he's all like just completely fucking just everything's been shattered. His fucking reality's been shattered. He thinks all his friends are gonna die. He thinks probably he's ready to fucking die right. And he thinks he's probably gonna die right there in that chair.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. He wakes up in the Netherlands, in jail, in the Netherlands, with some of the nicest fucking people of the entire fucking MCU I've ever fucking seen. His jail mates, they're like, oh, I think the guard's on break because his wife just had a baby. And they're like, oh, good for him. And they're all fucking happy. He fucking breaks out of the jail, and the people are so nice, they actually fucking, like, close the fucking jail door back. Peter goes to leave, and right as he does, he looks at the fucking guard, the guard's on break. He has the fucking night monkey mask on, and he's like, yeah, night monkey.
Night monkey.
And so he fucking is like, oh, whatever the fuck. He leaves. He needs to get a phone. He needs to call someone. So he goes to ask someone to borrow his phone. He's like, here, have it. Everyone's so nice here. So he figures out who's he going to call. Because who does he fucking trust? His whole reality's been shattered.
Yeah.
So he calls Happy. Happy isn't involved in this, so he has to call Happy. Calls Happy. Happy shows up on a jet, and right as Happy walks out, he's like, hold on. Don't come any closer. Tell me something only you would know. And he's like, when you were in Germany, you rented a movie on TV, and I know it was an adult movie because of the price, and didn't list the title, but I know because of the price it was an adult movie. He's like, okay, stop, I know it's you. And he gives fucking Happy a hug, and they get into the fucking jet, and they have a real fucking heart-to-heart about Tony, about responsibility, everything that's fucking happening with fucking Peter, like what it means to be a fucking hero, what it means to be Iron Man or Spider-Man or all these fucking heroes. And Peter, after some crying and a real good talk, realizes, nope, I'm gonna kick the shit out of this guy. I'm gonna kick his ass. So he goes, cool, because you can make a fucking suit in this jet, and I got the music. So Peter starts flipping through the fucking. He goes, hey computer, show me everything on Spider-Man. So like a bunch of fucking things come up, which I think I saw the comic accurate Iron Spider, the red and gold. I saw the Mark 1 spider armor, which is the chrome spider
which
armor.
used to be the power up in the PS1.
Yeah, which was the power up in the PS1 game. And also,
if you guys don't know which one we're talking about,
the cover of a particular issue of Spider-Man. I have it. I have that comic. I don't know what number it is. But it's an Amazing Spider-Man cover of him in that fucking some McFarlane piece.
And there's like two others.
There's two others. Did you say you saw McFarlane eyes?
Yeah.
Because everything was going so fast, I didn't see everything.
I thought I did. I could be wrong, but I
thought
it was all
going fast.
The
big old eyes. There's so much shit. There was like 4 different fucking symbols.
I can't wait till
different kinds of web shooters, and he puts his hand through a hologram the same way fucking Tony does in the first Iron Man to like test out the fucking repulsors. And Happy sees it and he hits a button and bam, bam, bam. The first fucking movie, the first song of the MCU is the final
song of the Infinity Saga
of this phase 3 of this entire like first 3 phases of the fucking MCU. I think that's the last time an actual song is played, not just the soundtrack.
I mean, there is the end credits song.
Yeah, that don't count.
Well, that and then the beginning.
Well, the beginning of the movie, but this is that's the last song of the movie. I think that's like actual.
No, the Ramones at the end.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah,
I think it's because they have a deal with the Ramones because it's been used so far already. And it's,
you know what? And the end credit song was Vacation.
Yeah. It was so cute. My mom was like singing along. She loves the Go-Go's.
So
it's a good song.
Where the fuck are we?
Good song choice.
So he makes a new suit and he's ready to go fuck up Mysterio because Mysterio's gonna attack London. Mysterio just has designed the biggest fucking illusion, an Avengers level threat, he calls it, that he's about to save London from. Half of London's gonna get fucked up, but they'll rebuild, they'll be fine, he'll be a hero, and everything will be fine, and the Edith will be in the right hands to him. So, Spider-Man is on the outside of the jet as fucking Happy's approaching fucking this giant fucking tsunami world fucking tornado wind thing that is attacking the London Bridge, which all of fucking Peter's classmates. How did they end up in London?
I think they resumed the
school trip. Yeah, they resumed the school trip.
For what reason? I'm not.
I don't remember the reason why.
But I remember the teacher going, "We're resuming the trip."
Okay, trip's back on.
Yeah.
Okay, so they end up on a bus. Either that or they had to get to London to get home.
They could have had to get to London to get home.
Like London was the connecting flight. No,
because didn't they got another upgrade package? So they were on the trip for a reason. They weren't gonna go home because they got that second upgrade package.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't know what the reasoning was why they decided.
Because Mysterio had to put them there to kill them.
That's right.
Because Mysterio planned to kill all of them, so he had to redirect because the guy that drove the bus, the double-decker bus, was the guy who wrote all the Mysterio fucking backstory and dialogue and all this shit that they go on. Which there's one part in this fucking fight where he is like, "Hey, listen, I need another line," and they're like, it's gaining too much mass. No, something better. He's like pulling lines from his fucking team where they're off doing other shit because they're making all the projections work and shit. But this London battle is the big third act of the movie. It's a good fucking 20 minutes. They go up really high with the jet, so Quentin can't see him because he's gonna jump into the illusion and take out the drones from the inside.
So Spider-Man's hanging on the outside of the jet, and he's like, "Happy, when this is all said and done, we really need to have a talk about you and my aunt."
And then he fucking gets pulled back from the wind, and my aunt. And then Happy's like, "Thank God,
thank God."
But then a little fucking spider parachute comes out from behind him, and he fucking deploys his fucking wings, his web wings.
Where we dropping, boys?
Where we dropping? He's dropping right in the center of the fucking
Skulltown.
Fucking right into Skulltown where all the drones are. And he's like, please be fake, please actually be fake. And he right through the fucking hologram, and he's inside the fucking projection now, where it's just like a bunch of like cool lights and shit from all these little drones floating around and making
kind of looks like the inside of the Matrix.
It does come with the inside of the Matrix.
Oh.
So he gets the idea if he's gonna electrocute one and then web it to another one, string everything together and just electrocute the whole thing, take the whole fucking thing down from the inside. As he does, the fucking bald guy from Iron Man 1 is like, "Hey, something's going on with the drones," and Quentin's like, "Let me see," and he gets a shot from one of the drones on the inside, and he's fucking Spider-Man taking out drones. He's like, he's so mad. But then the drones that he destroyed start to make little holes in this projection, and right through one of the holes, it's just he's on top of a drone. He can see Quentin right in the little middle, the top bridge of the London Bridge.
Yeah.
Or the Tower Bridge is what it's called, not the London Bridge. It's called the Tower Bridge. I went there. I was there in real life. And the Tower of London, I was there as well, too. They go to the Tower of London, the whole group of kids, they get trapped there by drones because they failed to die on the school bus, like the plan was for Mysterio's plan. Yeah. But he chases them into the fucking Tower Bridge. Not the Tower Bridge. Chases them into the Tower of London. Which I've been there. It's really fucking cool. But that's where they keep the crown jewels as well. Chasing them in the crown jewels vault. They gotta fucking defeat this thing while fucking Spider-Man is fighting Mysterio. So Spider-Man jumps through the fucking hole in the projection, lands in the fucking he's coming at the middle bridge, but then gets hit by a fucking drone, and then has to fight like 50 fucking drones outside because Quentin Beck is like, "Kill the fucking illusion right now." And they're like, "That's going to be really hard to spin." He's like, "It doesn't matter, kill it, do what I say now." So they kill the illusion. There's so much like drones floating around the fucking London Bridge now. But Spider-Man's there and he's fucking fighting them, taking them out like one per fucking second, just fighting fucking drone after drone after drone, trying to make his way to Quentin in the top of the fucking bridge. So he eventually does. grabs him, and in one fucking punch, just breaks the fucking dome, is holding him up. He's like, I fucking got you, Quentin. You're done. And he's like, yeah, you're right. I probably should have thought this through. And then fucking drones come in, fucking separate him and Peter. Peter's on one end of this tunnel. Yeah. He's on the other end of the tunnel. And what does he do? He tries to throw him right back into the fucking illusion. But Peter knows what's going up, and he's got the spider sense, or the Peter tingle.
We forgot to mention probably Ryan's favorite part of the movie, the Cap reference.
Oh, the Cap reference in the Tower of London. So Happy has a fucking shield. He grabs one of these shields and he goes to fucking throw it. And it just goes like, and misses the fucking drone. He's like, how does Cap do that?
How does Cap?
But the other one too, where he was like trying to figure out how he was going to get to Mysterio through that like cloud of drones, and it's
oh yeah,
he picks up like a car door or something that he uses as a shield.
He picks up the car door, and then he has the
like a piece of a drone,
and then he has the piece of a drone and with his webbing, and he's like using it how Cap had Mjolnir and his shield in Endgame, and I was like, hell yeah, this shit's dope.
But I understood that reference.
He had like
I understood.
It was like a piece of something that had a wire hanging from it, and he had the Tower Bridge sign as the shield. Yeah. That was fucking cool. And he took out some fucking drones, but in this fucking Mysterio fight, he closes his eyes, and it was fucking cool to see Spider-Man with like full fucking black, just like eyes. It was cool because you've never seen that in the movie before. Has he ever closed his eyes fully?
I don't know.
No.
It's fucking cool. It was cool to see like them close, and because all the drones, he basically has Peter in a dark hallway, and all the drones turn invisible, and now he's just gonna fire them all. And Peter does Spider-Man does the coolest fucking thing ever.
He daredeviled it.
He daredevils it. Blind. He uses the Force.
Yeah.
With the blast shield down, I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight? Your fucking eyes can deceive you. Do not trust them. He didn't trust them. And he does flips, and he's taking out drone after drone, using drone to smash another drone, making his way closer and closer to fucking Quentin. And Quentin's like, fire all the drones. And they're like, you're in the blast. And he's like, I don't care. Fire all the drones.
It's the most Mysterio moment of the movie.
So cool.
Just like,
fire all the drones. Just like, oh my god, Jake, thank you. Thank you, Jake Gyllenhaal, for doing this fucking movie. It was so good. So all the drones start firing on Peter, but Peter's too fucking quick. Hits the drones. Bolt ricochets off one of the drones. Hits fucking Quentin. Quentin goes down. He's fucking landing on the side. Peter's defeated all the drones. And he's like, you did it. Kid. You're a good kid. Here. And he goes to hand him the Edith. Wow. But then Peter reaches off screen. You hear a gunshot right as he fucking does that. Because really, that's not Mysterio. That's an illusion.
Yeah.
Mysterio's actually standing off right to the side of him with a fucking gun to his head. Ready to
brutally murder
just blow
Spider-Boy's brains
blow
out.
His fucking brains off. Could you imagine in this parallel timeline of the MCU where fucking Spider-Man is just laying there dead. Bullet wound to the fucking head.
Mysterio's just like...
Mysterio's like the What If movies.
Yeah. That should be one of them. What if fucking Mysterio killed Spider-Man?
Just wrecked his ass.
Right then and there.
And then killed his friends. Killed MJ, then Ned. Just
killed all... That's what he would have done. He would have killed all of them because Spider-Man wanted to stop the drones. Because Spider-Man then gets Edith and says, execute all the drones, and that stops the drone from murdering the people in the Crown Jewels vault, which is all his fucking friends. Flash, MJ. They're all like airing their grievances, and Ned's like, I should have not been playing video games so much, and Betty's like, I'm fucking OCD. She said something about OCD, I don't know, something. MJ's like, I'm fucking weird, and fucking Happy goes, I'm in love with Spider-Man's aunt. And they all look at him. And he's like, we're airing stuff, right? And the drone shuts down because Spider-Man fucking gets Edith back and tells her to execute. He says, execute them all. Execute all the drones. Fucking Mysterio lays on the floor, and he's like, these days, they'll believe anything. And then he fucking breathes his final breath, which I don't believe. I don't believe it's his final breath, but rest he must. And he dies. Or I think that has to be he's not dead. When Peter puts on those glasses and says, Edith, execute, he looks out at all the drones. He looked away from Quentin for a second. I don't think that was him. I think he got another fucking illusion in.
I mean, part of me just wants to say he's alive because I don't want my favorite comic book villain to be dead.
To be dead, yeah.
Well, because they're going to do Sinister Six. They haven't done it before.
And Mysterio has always been a member of the Sinister. Not always, but he's a big member of the Sinister Six. And right up there with Doc Ock and Green Goblin. He's up there.
They have that. They can do fucking Vulture. Oh, they could do Scorpion.
It'd be so good, dude. And if they do Kraven,
Kraven.
We'll get to theories, anyways. So he defeats fucking Mysterio, and that's it. He did it. So we get, which I love that it's just this has become a tradition in Spider-Man movies. The final swing, where at the end of the movie, Spider-Man just gets like a dope ass.
When he started like cheering too while swinging, I was like, that totally reminds me of Raimi. You know how Spider-Man's always like
fucking you mess with one of us. Everyone in New York liked Spider-Man. He was one of them, and they all fucking cheered him on as he fucking go Spidey go. Fucking yes, dude. It felt so good. And then he swings through like this new atrium that was built in the middle of fucking Avengers Tower, which they don't show us the top of because for some fucking reason. People are saying Oscorp. I think Baxter Building.
I forgot the kiss.
Oh yeah, they kiss. They meet up on the bridge because MJ the minute the drone stopped, she fucking ran for Peter, which I'm like, oh yes. And they have their awkward like, fuck, that was crazy, and they have the awkward like he finally tells her that he likes her, and then she fucking like interrupts him talking by kissing him. He's like, you kiss me? She's like, yep. And then they kiss again, and then they make out. I'm like, yes, now kiss, yes. Quality content.
Make Spider Baby.
Make Spider Babies. give her your spider cancer. Spider cum.
Radioactive nutsack.
Oh my god.
Radioactive fucking nut. No.
Glow. No.
Radioactive splooge.
Splooge. No. Ew. No, I don't want to think about that. But so they kiss, they get the moment, and then it cuts to fucking Peter being fucking happy. He's done it. For once in a Spider-Man movie, Peter Parker has won. Peter Parker never wins. But this time Peter Parker's won. He got the girl, he beat the villain, he saved the world, and now he's swinging through the fucking city.
Like a champ.
He picks up MJ, because he's going to pick up MJ.
Oh yeah, we forgot the talk he had with Happy and Aunt May.
Oh yeah, he has a talk right before the swing. The kiss cuts to him talking. He's like, so listen, are you a thing? Happy says yes, and Aunt May says no. Yeah. And she's like, summer fling. And he's like, well, summer fling that develops. She's like, that can go anywhere. And he's like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta go.
I gotta
go. So
he
fucking dips, does his fucking final swing. There's a scene where he runs along the original building that was Norman Osborn's house, along the green roof, and they zoom out of it. Like, they purposely show you that building. So either it's just a really big nod to like, hey, Raimi fans, gear up for something that's coming.
Also nod to Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah,
a lot of nods in this movie. A lot of fan service.
Jumps up, takes a fucking picture with the fucking peace sign on his fucking phone. That's totally photo mode.
And I love it.
PS4.
And I loved it.
And arrives at MJ. He's like, "All right, you ready?" She's like, "Yeah, I guess I'm ready." And then it cuts to just her in pure terror as she's swinging through the fucking air. And Spider-Man fucking flips. She's like, "I'm not looking. I'm looking. Oh my god." And fucking, he does the fucking thing where he jumps up, swings up over a building, and then drops her. He like purposefully drops her, and she fucking drops behind a building, and it cuts to the credits. And then we get that's when we get Vacation. Vacations and then we get the real reason we all came to see this fucking movie. The real reason. So the mid-credit scene, which without this mid-credit scene, they still gave us probably the best Spider-Man movie ever made. But what Kevin Smith called, because he doesn't like cherries, the whipped cream on top of the ice cream, was Spider-Man's, if we finish his swing, we cut back to him and MJ swinging, he sets her down, he's like, that was cool, right? He's like, yeah, nah, never doing that again. Not happening. And he's like, all right, well, gotta go, bye. I think he was taking her somewhere. Yeah. Dropped her off somewhere. He's like, all right, gotta go. So he jumps up, and right as he does, news screen pops up. And it's some random fucking news reporter guy. And he's like, this just in, we have a video from the scene of Mysterio's death. Warning, this video might be shocking. And we get point of view, or not point of view, but a found footage. Mysterio's holding that camera, and he's like, "Listen, Spider-Man just attacked me. I don't know why. I was trying to save the fucking city, but Spider-Man attacked me, and now he's gonna use drones to execute all these people." And then he doctored footage of Spider-Man saying, "Execute them all," and so now he's painting Spider-Man up as a villain, and that alone is fucking nuts. Yeah. But then he drops the major bombshell. He goes, Spider-Man's real name is... Oh, no, that's not... No, that doesn't happen yet. That doesn't happen yet.
Whoa. The guy on the host of the show
guy goes,
and now on to the newest guy on the latest story from the controversial website, the Daily Bugle, and that's when everybody in the Daily Bugle, and that's when everybody in the theater went. And then it cuts to fucking J.K. Simmons, the man, the myth, the legend, talking about how Spider-Man's a menace.
And he literally said it. He said he's a menace to the entire city. Mysterio, who was the greatest superhero,
and will no doubtably go down as the greatest superhero of all time.
And you know what? They did it. They did it. They fucking did it. We called it the moment we saw that he was at the premiere. We called it. We said there's a reason he's never gone to another fucking Spider-Man premiere. Yeah. Why the fuck is he going to this one? And it's because he knew. He has the smuggest look on his face in that fucking picture. And it's because he fucking knew that he's in it. And you know what? He's bald in this movie too. Yeah. He's full on bald, but
I think they're doing to differentiate.
Yeah, it's just to make him look somewhat different. But I could give two shits. They could have just blackface. I could care less. I don't care. It's so good. He's
Robert
so
Downey
good.
Jr. did
it. Right? It's so good that they could fucking give us what we all want. If you could have one thing from the Raimi trilogy, what would it be?
That's not Tobey Maguire.
No. If you could have one thing from the Raimi trilogy, what would it be? I would say J.K. Simmons over Tobey. What would you say? You would still say Tobey? If I got anyone back...
Willem Dafoe. Green Goblin is amazing.
Too. But dude,
can't forget.
J.K. is the unsung and also sung hero of those movies. Sir, your wife lost her checkbook. Thanks for the good news. It's so fucking good. He's so witty. He's so good. And I'm fucking so... Because he's totally going to be a character now in this third movie, whatever this next movie is.
I'm just not talking a lot because I have to keep my voice down.
Because you're about to explode?
Oh, also, relax there. Relax there, sir.
Do it.
It is 12:30 in the morning. We can get called on. Called upon by the demon. But a little scene that they're just kind of threw in there that I think had some reason to it. But when Flash goes to get picked up by his parents, he goes up and it's just, I'm guessing his family's butler, and he's like, "Oh, my mom didn't show up," and he's like, "No."
That's sad.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
he doesn't even
say
no.
He looks so
he just
sad.
Shakes his head no.
And he looks so sad, and I'm like, there's a reason, something about this. I don't know, but there's no reason why they would just simply throw that in for a joke.
Yeah, and you know another thing that I noticed is when Peter Parker, when he first puts on the Edith, and he's looking at everyone's like text messages, Flash is texting his dad saying, "Hey, I haven't heard from Mom in a while. I haven't heard from Mom or you in a while. Is everything okay?" And like, fucking, I'm like, are his parents like dead or something, or they just not care about him?
I don't think they.
And
just
why
care.
is this being set up as a thing, and why is this so sad?
Yo, maybe ever since Flash wrecked his dad's car in Homecoming when Spider-Man took it.
True.
He's like, you know what? Fuck this kid.
Fuck this kid.
Fuck out of here. Go to England. Die.
Spider-Man stole my car. Fuck you. I know you stole it.
Yeah, you piece of shit. You wrecked my car.
But anyways, back to fucking J.K. So J.K. not only just is there to grace us with his presence, but he's there to drop the biggest bombshell I think to ever happen in Peter Parker's life. And is that there's one more little snippet of this Mysterio clip. An exclusive Daily Bugle fucking scoop. And he's like, "Alright, gear up, folks, because this one's a fucking doozy." And you get cut back to Mysterio, who says, "Spider-Man's real name is Peter Parker," and puts up a fucking picture.
His school ID picture.
I think his school ID. It is a school ID picture. It's just like that, and his
that's all he's got.
as well.
He doesn't have a car. He doesn't need one. He lives in New York.
He doesn't have a driver's license. It's just his fucking school ID photo right there. Peter fucking Parker. Everybody knows. Cut to Spider-Man holding his face, going, "What the fuck?" And it cuts away. Just
like the ending.
If the third one doesn't do it, I'm gonna be a little upset because it's pure symmetry.
It's gonna be
both of these movies end with what the.
Watch it be MJ. Or some shit that says
right.
It's gonna be a different character, like they've done. It's Aunt May first. That maybe it's Happy, or something going. What the fuck?
No, it's gotta be fucking J. Jonah Jameson.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? So good. But
he took my fuck.
Endgame didn't have a post-credit scene, so you think, all right, they're gonna slowly get us back into this. They'll give us one now, and maybe the next one we'll get back to 2.
Yeah.
No, we got 2 this time. This final post-credit scene.
And this is where my big theory comes in.
Oh,
but
shit.
We'll talk about that.
So, first, it's Nick Fury and Maria Hill driving, which they are then revealed to be Skrulls. Not just Skrulls. Talos and Soren, I believe is her name. Talos' wife. But it's Talos and his wife have been impersonating Maria Hill and Nick Fury for this whole movie
what I presume.
Since
I'm assuming
the blip.
For a while.
Yes.
For a while.
Since they at least got back from the blip.
I would honestly, I would say maybe right after the blip because maybe Nick
they
Fury
both
needed
blipped.
to keep
Nick and Maria Hill blipped.
Because Nick Fury blipped.
Right. So
in
maybe
the middle of the
Talos...
street, so he would have in theory blipped back into the middle of the street and then went, oh shit, I'm gonna call Talos. I gotta go do some shit in space. Called him and was like, yo, I need your help.
Possibly. I was just thinking
That's what
Talos took like Nick Fury's form right after the snap, so it could be like there's still a Nick Fury here. Nick Fury didn't get lost in the snap.
A long time ago, Feige or someone said that someone's been a Skrull like this entire time. What if it's Nick Fury? What if Nick Fury's been a Skrull this entire time? Since the moment he walked into Tony Stark's house and said the Avengers
That wouldn't be a bad thing.
No, but the only thing that doesn't make any sense to me is what he says when he's on the phone with Nick Fury. Like when he's telling him, he's like, "Yeah, I gave the glasses to the kid.
Yeah,
they keep asking me about the Avengers. I don't know what to say." Why wouldn't he know what to say though?
Because Nick is trying to.
But if he's been here throughout and he's been a Skrull throughout all these Avengers movies so far. How would he not know about the event? Why wouldn't he know what to say? He should know this information
also,
if he's been Nick Fury
Sam
all this
Jackson
time.
and Colby Smulders, they acted off. They were
just
off
this
in
movie. It's only just this movie.
They said things that the characters might not have said.
Right. I mean, I think Nick Fury's been Nick Fury the whole time. It's just
I just
either
think just this movie, at least.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be just this movie because like. Endgame, he came back.
Yeah, and the reason why, like, Talos was, it was kind of like a status report, like, hey, I'm doing what you're telling me to do.
Yeah, like, I did the glasses. I gave the glasses to the kid.
Yeah.
I love Mendelsohn.
Exactly. So they're talking in the car. He's on the phone. He's talking to Nick Fury, the real Nick Fury.
Wow.
About how he did what he said to do. He gave the fucking glasses to the kid.
I don't know what to say about
he's
these
like,
Avengers.
Yeah, he's like,
they keep asking me about these Avengers. I don't know what to tell them.
Is there even an Avengers?
Yeah.
And then Nick Fury like the real Nick Fury just hangs up the phone.
Yeah, just hangs up on him.
Yeah.
And he's what looks to be a beach, but then is revealed to be like a hologram beach because he walks out into a fucking space station.
Not just any space station, the Skrull space station.
Yeah,
surrounded by Skrull.
By Skrull.
They're teaming up ever since fucking.
So
yes,
and then they don't reveal anything else. He walks up, he looks out into space. There's a big spaceship taking off, and that's it.
Which I'm guessing that ship could possibly be just a super souped up version of this ship that they were all kind of on in Captain Marvel. It's just like he took that ship and was like, we're gonna build it up for you guys, and that's where they're all living. I think that's where the remaining Skrulls that are good that were on Captain Marvel
I think it's
are on
Sword.
that ship.
I think he's building Sword.
I feel like they're building up for Sword, but then there could also be something that we're missing. As
I think
she has a theory over here.
To share.
Are we ready for the
We're
theories?
in theory time now. We explained the
But you gotta think.
Let's give our.
But you gotta think how early also technically we are in the MCU. There's a lot more shit. So if this is something that should be saved for a later date, no, this is something that could be done right now and it wouldn't waste anything technically.
I don't think anything would be a waste if they did it.
So,
but before we get into that, hold on. Let's give our. We just finished this. Let's give our review, or not review, but like our numbers.
Score.
Score. That's a good one. Where does this sit? in Spider-Man movie.
Don't ask me about that right now because I still haven't decided.
I think
I'm
right
still
now in my
currently
head
at
it's
tie.
tied.
I'm
It's
at
tied
tie
with Spider-Man 2.
That's where I'm
with
at.
Spider-Man with Far From Home and then Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
The Raimi Spider-Man 2.
And that's the really only thing that
my
matters
current
because
order
Spider-Man 2 is always number one.
goes
like, before Far From Home came out.
Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Far From Home, which they are tied. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3. And then I made Spider-Man 2 then 1 because I hate that fucking
Did
suit.
you forget Homecoming?
Oh, Homecoming.
I was like, you forget Homecoming existed?
Then it would be Far From Home 2, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3, Homecoming, then I made Spider-Man 2, then I made Spider-Man 1.
Okay.
Because that suit is so god-awful, I made Spider-Man 1, and the lizard fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still pro Lizard over fucking Electro.
That would be where my ranking's at, except I wouldn't even rank the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
On that list, right?
All. They're not Spider-Man movies.
My list is very similar in a sense to where it's Spider-Man 2 and Far From Home are tied. And then right next to that is Spider-Man 1. Because fuck Spider-Man 1's a good fucking movie. And then next I go Homecoming. And then Spider-Man 3. And then Amazing Spider-Man 2.
If you're gonna put one of the Raimi movies down a little bit, I'll accept.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just 3.
I'm a
because
fucking 3 apologist.
I think 3 is the weaker one, and I'm a big fucking shtick for it's just Spider-Man origins in a way. Like we didn't really get an origin of him in Homecoming, but we got this fresh kind of origin to where it's a new take on the beginning of this character. Yeah. So that's why I put it up there. I thought it fucking spawned Tom Holland's Spider-Man, so
yes. So out of 10, this fucking 9, man. This
yeah,
movie's
I was
good.
gonna say
This is
9.
Fucking 9, 9.5.
10 out of 10.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you why. I could not think of anything that I would have done better.
Better, yeah, definitely are better.
Yeah.
Other than maybe MJ's hair be red.
Literally,
yeah,
I
but
could throw that away.
those are
tiny
nitpicks.
Exactly. Those little tiny things don't affect.
And that doesn't
That's like our
look
Endgame review to where we could only find out.
It's a 10 out of 10 for me
nitpicks.
as someone who's been a Spider-Man fan for how long? Wait.
At this point, it's your whole life. You've been a Spider-Man fan longer than you haven't.
Like 18 years?
So it's
something
like
that?
I've been a fan since
This
2001.
is so
yeah,
that's me too.
Yeah,
so
or 2002 was the
release.
It was.
Yeah,
it was me.
technically.
It was no. Yeah, it was
It's
2002. You're right.
I
It's
always 2002, 2004, then 2006.
I always think
Yeah.
it's 2001, but then I'm like, no, it's 2002. It's
Yeah.
May 3rd.
You're right.
May 3rd, 2002.
So I was 7 when it first came out, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
As someone who's loved Spider-Man for more than half of my life, this movie was everything that I want it to be, with even a little more.
Some more. Yeah.
It's because I wanted Mysterio to be Mysterio, but I didn't think they'd give us
everything.
That
Literally
Mysterio.
everything Mysterio could have been. They threw
fuck.
this fucking
Just the monologuing of him talking over
it's
Peter,
so
ominously,
good.
it's so good. I'm on the fishbowl.
And I feel like
look.
Peter's still gonna have some there's still this haunting that he's gonna have left over from Mysterio. Mysterio's always gonna be on his mind. So remember that motherfucker.
Yeah. So now I
So
am confident.
So
in my
you're a
top
10.
I give it a 9. I'm solid on 9 because I didn't give Endgame a 10 out of 10, and I feel like if Endgame's not a 10 out of 10, then I feel like this isn't, because I feel like 9 is kind of my highest, because I feel like 10 is gotta be a perfect movie.
10s are reserved for some special motherfuckers, like Star Wars Episode 3.
Yeah, that's and that's nostalgic.
And that's
talking,
just me. That's my.
But I feel like to
opinion.
give something a 10 out of 10, I'd have to be absolutely sure in the back of my head that it's
still,
perfect,
you
no
gotta think,
problems at all. And since
is
I'm a
probably
movie
one of
guy,
them.
I'm like, no movie can be perfect. Blah, blah, blah.
But this is probably
9
the closest we're gonna get to a perfect fucking movie.
9
Perfect
is
Spider-Man
basically
movie.
my 10 out of 10. But I reserve 10 out of 10 for the perfect. So
Everything
9
in
is
this
high.
movie was from
It's so fucking
web
good.
swinging to just
Just the sound
Yeah,
of the
every sound
and
was
he
fucking
looked
good.
heavy. He looked like he wasn't
Yeah, it looked like
He didn't look like
Like,
he didn't look like a 3D model that was
Yeah.
flipping
It
around.
had
looked
weight
like
to
he
him.
was using his body weight to swing. Finally, finally, yes.
There was momentum to what he was doing. There was and there was actual he didn't just flip a web and swing around a corner. He
It was
actually positioned his shit and
Yeah.
every strike that he did meant something.
He looked down his arm like it was the fucking
Yeah, like it was
sights
a-
on a
yeah.
gun.
Yeah. So now that we have our scores down, what
I
is
wanna
your
know
theory?
theories. I've been wanting to know your theories since we saw the fucking movie, but we were saving them for this.
Nick Fury is in space because he read a cosmic blast somehow, and he's looking for Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four.
Oh, fuck.
See?
And that's why he's in space. Because
See, I like that.
Oh, shit. That's a good fucking idea. I didn't even think about that.
Good.
Also building sword.
Yeah, it could be this. It could be literally both of these. Like, he has sword.
They could have been.
The Fantastic Four.
Been,
they're on their mission in space right now.
One of their missions could have been, like, their mission could have been from Sword. Like, Sword gave them their mission.
The new shield gave them their mission.
Yeah. Fuck.
I think that's actually really good.
And that makes sense that they would go out looking for something, because that's what fucking Sword does. Sword goes out to check out other fucking planets to protect Earth. Earth has shield. They have a shield around Earth, and now space needs its sword.
So now they're gonna bring Reed and Sue and Ben and Johnny all back down to Earth.
Yes, please. That's what they're renovating the Bastard building for. They gotta be doing it. That fucking Stark Tower originally I think it was originally the Bastard building. Then the fucking Fantastic Four disappeared, and then fucking Stark bought it and turned it into fucking Stark Tower, then Avengers Tower, and now they got it back. That's why they fucking moved him out of there and put him in a fucking shitty ground base and fucking wherever the fuck it is. I prefer the tower over the fucking ground base, but it's whatever. Maybe because I like Ultimate Alliance so much. You're in Avengers Tower a lot in that game.
Yeah.
But I have another theory. This Dimitri motherfucker. So someone else said Chameleon, Dimitri's Chameleon. I'm like, okay, let me look into that. So I looked up Chameleon's Wikipedia page, and sure fucking enough, what is Chameleon's fucking real name? It's Dimitri. It's Dimitri something Russian, but it's fucking Dimitri. That dude looks Russian.
Yeah, and he spoke.
But the thing is, this chameleon can be anybody.
It can be anybody. So that dude doesn't have to be his
doesn't
actual
even
fucking
have to
face.
be like fucking Arya Stark. Just rip that face off.
Yeah,
and put
exactly.
Another fucking face on.
He looks fucking. He looks like Voldemort. Really, with the fucking white face and his like missing nose and shit.
He looks like a scarier Oscar Isaac.
Oh shit, he does look like a scarier Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, like Oscar Isaac that wants to murder me.
I think he's Chameleon, and the reason why I also think he's Chameleon is because the director John Watts has said that he would like to do Kraven at some point. And who is the half brother of Kraven? Your boy Chameleon.
Dimitri.
Your boy Chameleon. The only reason why I'm like, maybe they'll wait on Chameleon? Like, Chameleon might not be someone to show up right away. Because they just did some motherfucker fucking with Peter's perception of who's real and who's not real.
Yeah.
And that's kind of Chameleon shtick too.
What if...
Who's the real version of this character? Am I really him or am I Chameleon?
And what if because Peter's identity is now revealed to the public, Kraven's trying to hunt him?
Yeah, he's like...
Now that he knows how to get to Spider-Man. Because he's heard about Spider-Man. He's like, but I don't know how to get... I could go to New York and just wait. Or I can fucking learn who he is. He didn't need to do that now. That shit's been done for him. Or his half-brother Dimitri helped him get that revealed so he can learn who fucking Spider-Man is. And when Mysterio fucking died, quote-unquote died, fucking the bald dude, like, unplugged a USB... There's a shot of him unplugging a USB drive from a laptop and closing it.
Yeah.
So, I bet... Fucking Kevin Smith said it. He said that, what if, like, Mysterio is really dead, but that guy, like, fucking, that bald guy, who is also the kid from A Christmas Story, but, that guy, from Iron Man 1, he's technically gonna go on to kind of be Mysterio, but Mysterio will forever be an illusion that he's projecting, because he has all the files for Mysterio to make Mysterio illusions.
Okay.
So, Mysterio can still return, it can still be Jake Gyllenhaal and everything, but it's not really a real person, he's dead. But he can still
show. It could be
show
that guy like communicating through Jake Gyllenhaal.
Exactly. Yeah, he's in the mocap suit.
That
like,
and
I'd take that.
What if Chameleon is like, "Yo, what's up, bitch? I'm Mysterio. I'm back." And he fakes being Mysterio for a second to fuck with Peter, and then Peter's like, "Oh shit, he's back!" And like that just kind of fits into the whole thing of how much of a threat the Chameleon could be. Next, well, I don't think they'll do it right after because I want to see Kraven.
Yeah,
the boy's got to commit suicide though. If they do,
but
Kraven.
Then they won't. But then he's not part of the Sinister Six.
Exactly. So that's why they might just do the Chameleon maybe instead of Kraven.
Who would they do next?
Well, let's see. We got Vulture,
Scorpion they could do next.
We got Vulture, Scorpion.
He beat Scorpion, and then they all have a revenge kind of vendetta against Spider-Man to form the Sinister Six.
We got Mysterio.
Because right now, Scorpion doesn't really have anything against.
Right, but if we're building up to the Sinister Six, then we need to start introducing
the
new
6 of them.
Yeah, the different, because we already know Scorpion exists in the MCU,
He's
so we don't have to make him a big bad yet. We can introduce him as part of the Sinister Six because we know he's a thing.
So let's see. Hold on, let me go back through this again. So we got Vulture, Scorpion,
Shocker.
Mm-hmm. Shocker's in this. Would you say Prowler even? Because Childish Gambino, or no? He's just the uncle. And he's not gonna. They're not gonna do Prowler. Probably. Yeah. So okay, there's the Prowler. 3. Then we also got Mysterio, who could still show up. Mm-hmm. We got Kraven, which he says he wants to do Kraven. So if you do, you can do Kraven. And I also think Chameleon. That doesn't feel like the real Sinister Six.
But I'm trying to pull someone from the comics that I would like to see next.
Well, I want to see a Doc Ock.
I just don't want them to do a lady one because we already got that in
Well, that and I feel like
Spider-Verse.
That and I feel like really if they're gonna do a lady in a Spider-Man thing, I want to see Black Cat. I want to see something. I want to see a female character that I already love.
We haven't seen her yet.
Like, you know, I want to see a female character that I already love.
I want to see Black Cat before when Peter's not a teenager, though.
Yeah, see, like, I want to see... I want him to be able to see a female character I already know and love from Spider-Man before I see Doc Ock as a female. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see the female characters that I already know and love. Yeah. Before I see someone gender bend, because like I want to see Black Cat. That'd be dope.
I don't even know if I'm ready for Doc Ock in any kind of capacity. Just after the greatness of Spider-Man 2, I don't want to see anybody.
That and I don't know how much better they can get because like Spider-Man 2 was perfect for that movie.
Just bring Alpha back.
And then PS4's Doc Ock was so fucking good too. It's like they're on such a good track record. Yeah. And it's like I feel like, but then again, I feel like he's also a very hard character to fuck up.
You can't really fuck up Doc Ock. You really can't.
Like,
He's got his arms.
I feel like, honestly, even if the Amazing Spider-Man did it, they could have did him fine because he's one of those characters that I feel like that you can just do any way. Like, if you just do the character of Doc Ock, doesn't matter how he gets to the point of him getting the arms, but as long as he gets those arms and he's Doc Ock, he's
and seeing their track record with Spider-Man villains right now, with Vulture and Mysterio being so fucking good.
Yeah,
they're getting better and better.
The thing is I like that they're bringing some of the
more obscure,
the more obscure villains into the mix as opposed to like Green Goblin and Doc Ock. Yeah. I don't want to see them just yet because they're so like such a monumentous figure. What about Rhino?
I'm thinking that, and the also thing I'm thinking of is do Norman Osborn in the next one, but not do Green Goblin. Just build up the character of Norman Osborn throughout the next 2 or 3 movies.
I want to see Harry brought in first. I want to see the friendship.
The new kid moves into town. Mm-hmm. Guess who's going to be friends with him at school because he gets not having friends at school? Mm-hmm. Peter Parker. They become friends. You get Norman Osborn built up in the next 2 to 3 movies.
Like a Ned's jealous.
Yeah, and then
you're spending time with fucking
by Spider-Man 6, we get Sinister Six. That's what I want them to do. Spider-Man 6 should be Sinister 6.
Yeah, because they said they want to do 9 movies.
Yeah. Tom Holland says he wants to play Spider-Man until he can't fucking walk. So
yeah,
I'm like, that's a Spider-Man fan right there.
Love that.
Because that's something that like Andrew Garfield would say. That's the thing, like that people like. He loved that character. He just got dealt a shitty script.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. I think
I thought he was fine. I just thought he was too pretty.
He looked like he could be the ultimate version of Peter Parker.
Yeah, Tom Holland looks like he could be a nerd.
It looks like Bagley's Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Tom Holland looks like he could be a nerd. Tobey Maguire looks like he can be a nerd. Like, yeah, Tom Holland's kind of a pretty kid, but he's like, he could be a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
If I saw Tom Holland, like, he has the baby face to where he kind of looks like a nerd.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to think though, like for the next movie, what villain do we want to see?
Like,
I want to see
Rhino
someone more
would be cool.
I want to see someone more obscure.
Like them not doing a stupid Rhino costume like in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, like have Rhino be an actual threat. I mean, still keep him fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But, like,
what if they did Electro?
They could build Electro.
A legit Electro though. With
like a good
suit,
Electro.
not the big blue energy boy.
Right.
Like maybe it's just a green suit, but instead of his like instead of like his mask having the fucking like yellow, it's actually made up of
actual
lightning.
Yeah,
like to where it's making it forms that to where it forms that mask style.
I'm even down with the green and yellow suit as long as it's not so like saturated. Just kind of make it like a darker green.
Yeah, like Mysterio's green.
Yeah.
So don't make it so like aggressive. Obviously because it's kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
Honestly, to make everything too bright is bad.
Yeah, it's just like they just don't want too much.
Like them thinking that fixing like electricity powers can fix the gap in teeth in these Amazing Spider-Man is still beyond me. Like, why even do the gap in the first place?
But also, Kraven. I want to see Kraven so
I do.
bad.
It's just like I want to see Kraven, but the only time I want to see Kraven is if he's in the Sinister Six or they're gonna do the Last Hunt. And if they do the Last Hunt, he's gotta kill himself.
Yeah, and then the thing is like it doesn't like the Sinister Six roster doesn't really matter to me as long as it's six Spider-Man villains.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the set. Like it doesn't have to be big bad like Green Goblin or Doc Ock and Electro and all of them.
I just think like honestly, I think what the roster will be is Elektra, Vulture, Scorpion, Mysterio. Honestly, I'm going to say Doc Ock.
I think they're gonna do Doc. I think they're gonna do the Doc Ock forms. The Sinister Six. That's what he originally does.
I think they're gonna do Doc Ock, and I think they're going to do Norman Osborn. The only reason why I think Norman Osborn is because he's the one that's going to fund everything. He's the one that's going to fund all of the things to build up their new suits. To where when they go fuck up Spider-Man, Scorpion has a new suit that's fucking like kind of dope, and it actually looks like a Scorpion. It's like an all robotic-y one to where it's like it can fuck Spider-Man up.
You want to know who fucking funds the Sinister Six? It's their actual 7th member, but he's not a part of the Sinister Six. Wilson fucking Fisk. The Kingpin himself will bring Vincent D'Onofrio back up in this bitch.
True. But then again, I also feel like Kingpin would be like, no, this is my city. I can't let you destroy it.
Wilson Fisk don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck, dude. In fact, it'd probably give him more money to go fucking do some more construction.
Yeah, he would pay for it to be destroyed so he could pay for it to be rebuilt.
And then have that good image, that visage. Yeah. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Because Vincent D'Onofrio was so good.
Oh my god.
Well, he was so good. If Charlie Cox was not Daredevil, that show still would have been good just because of Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio was so fucking good.
Well, it would have been good.
I said the show would still been good, not the show amazing. That it was.
Yeah.
But fucking, it would have still been good just because of fucking his.
I also think they're definitely setting up to where like Peter Parker's gonna need a lawyer to clear his name. Matt fucking Murdock.
That'd be fucking smart.
There you go. Bam. Here you go. What if he gets a fucking like
trial?
What if since Peter can't really afford anything because he's not that fucking rich, you have it to where he gets a thing on his doorstep.
I think Peter Parker has unlimited money right now because fucking if he needs anything,
he could just like ask that.
He has Tony Stark Trust Fund.
But what is the? I'm not sure how Daredevil could be part of the MCU if he's with Netflix or not Netflix anymore. But like, how does that contractual?
Well, I think
Does MCU have the rights to Daredevil?
Yes, they do. Not at the moment until the contract is done.
Marvel has the rights to Daredevil. They just can't do anything with him because their deal with Netflix hasn't expired yet. They stopped their deal with Netflix, but they stopped making movies with Netflix.
Yeah.
But their deal still. I don't know how long their deal was. Probably a 10-year deal or something like that. So.
Fuck. But then again, Daredevil's already been out
2014?
since Daredevil came out.
2013 even? When did Daredevil come out? Look it up. Because that's 2023.
I don't care as long as they bring Charlie Cox back.
I want him back.
Fucking great.
I want Foggy back. Foggy was really good.
2015. So by 2025, we can get a Daredevil movie.
If it's
maybe
10 years.
If it's 10 years, it could be an 8 year. It even could be an 8 year.
Because
it could be a 5 year.
That's 2020.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. So
I just want to see Daredevil.
Oh, and also, how dope would it be to have fucking Spider-Man crawling on a wall and then zoom out to a fucking sniper scope and then zoom out to fucking Frank fucking Castle?
Yeah.
John Bernthal himself.
I also think, I also do think maybe this contract with Netflix was a little longer than we expected because I think literally,
they expected it to go longer.
I think that's the only reason why we're getting a Shang-Chi movie is because they couldn't do Iron Fist.
Probably.
They went, fuck, we can't do Iron Fist. We'll do Shang-Chi. We'll get our our lead actor will carry this new
like
we'll be able to get our martial artist in here. I just think that's the only reason why they did Shang-Chi. If they could have done Iron Fist and Shang-Chi next to each other, they would have picked Iron Fist, but I think they can't. So they went, we'll do this, we'll get him in there, and then I think they're gonna push for a big maybe next phase, throw in the new things to pump up the next phase, to hype it up. You get fucking Charlie Cox back as Daredevil. You get fucking
maybe
Punisher.
not the next phase, but maybe the next like saga, because the Infinity Saga was compromised of 3 phases.
True.
We're probably not going to get Daredevil until the next saga.
That stuff
I don't even think
become
that,
Disney Plus material.
Yeah, it could become.
I want to see him.
I want to see him in a movie. Like, I want to see him interact.
Yeah, but the thing, though, is, like, you maybe would be able to see him in a movie, because if he's in the Disney Plus shows, maybe he goes help Spider-Man at some point.
Those tie in with the MCU way more than any other content
Right,
has.
but they're not going to, like, have Spider-Man show up in the fucking
that's
Sam and Bucky
But they might
show.
have the characters from the shows show up in the movies.
Yeah.
That's cheaper than the other way around.
That's cheaper. To get Charlie Cox in a Hollywood movie is cheaper than to get Tom Holland on a Disney Plus show.
Either one of them in a set for a day. It's probably cheaper.
Even
to get
then, I think we're underestimating
how much
Disney
money.
Plus.
Yeah, they have money.
Because it's Disney Plus. It's not Netflix.
They hired
it's
Tom
Disney
Hiddleston for an entire season of a show.
They hired Tom Hiddleston for an entire season. They hired Scarlet fucking Witch.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie.
That's a fucking Olsen sister.
They're all big actors now because of the MCU. So.
Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, my fan cast for young Luke Skywalker if they ever do it, because he basically is Luke Skywalker. He looks just like him.
I'd be down. But,
get him all clean shaven, blonde hair.
So
Luke.
I have a little theory about where the future of this fucking Spider-Man universe can go. And this is super fucking dream. Like I'm dreaming.
Okay.
I'm shooting for fucking.
So I'm not gonna take this seriously, but I'm gonna like.
I'm shooting for the moon, Ryan, and I fucking hit Pluto with this fucking idea. They want to do 9 movies.
Yes.
The 6th movie be Sinister Six, okay? But what if movies 7, 8, and 9 are a trilogy of Spider-Verse movies, live-action Spider-Verse movies?
True.
Bring back Tobey Maguire. Bring back Tom Holland. Bring back Andrew Garfield. Bring back Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen. Get in a bunch of other actors to play other Spider-Man from other universes.
Yeah. Okay? Get honestly, dude. Oscar Isaac as Miguel O'Hara. That's dope.
Oscar Isaac as Miguel O'Hara. Get Nick Cage as fucking Spider-Man Noir. Get all
do
of them
those
but
ones.
do them live action.
Like, don't do like Spider-Ham and shit like that because you don't need to. Well, like I feel like you don't need to because it would be very jarring to see that with that. But I mean, it is Spider-Verse, but then I do think they're gonna ground Spider-Verse a little bit more live action. This is what I say. Like they grounded Civil War. And
right here, Ryan. So I don't know when in these 3 movies this would happen, but during these 3 movies, Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker is going to teach the phrase that we all know to Tom Holland, which is with great power comes great responsibility. Also, I say that to do Ben Reilly should be a clone of Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker from another universe that gets stuck in the MCU post Spider-Verse. So then we have Tobey Maguire in the MCU, but it's Ben Reilly. So it's him, but just blonde.
Toby wouldn't do that, but I think Andrew would.
I don't give a fuck. You know what? Do you know? It's fucking Marvel just stands up. They whip their fucking wallet out and they go, "Fuck, shut the fuck up, Toby. Here's some fucking money. Quit crying. Here's some fucking money, you bitch. $50 million. You want your money?
Yeah, see, but then they
dye your hair blonde, bitch.
But then they do this. They go, Andrew Garfield, here's $20 million. He goes, all right.
Honestly,
so it's like Marvel's gonna go the cheap way
about Andrew Garfield coming into the MCU. I just want to see.
Well, no, that's the thing. I would love to see Toby. I just think like.
And money makes the world go around, and money makes people say yes.
True, but then again, like spending as a company, spending $60 million towards spending $20 million in like getting it, and then in the span of 4 movies, they can spend on Andrew Garfield instead of just maybe 1 with Toby.
But you want to know why? Do you want to know why we need to keep Toby in this Marvel Cinematic Universe? Because at the end of fucking Spider-Verse, he's gonna sacrifice himself. Our Peter Parker that we've been watching since 2002 is going to sacrifice himself to put everything back.
All right, everybody, that's the end of the review.
Yep.
Thanks
See,
for
he gets a little crazy with this. I let it go.
I would fucking cry. I would literally fucking shed
what the fuck is wrong with
multiple
you? Why
fucking tears.
like that?
But we still get him because it's Ben fucking Reilly. Who better to save the world by giving their life?
Iron Man.
He already did that.
He already did
that, man. Who better than my childhood fucking
Tom
hero?
Holland sacrifices himself and Toby just comes back.
That's a good idea right there.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
See,
right
I
there.
think that's what he's saying is what I want.
Exactly.
Yeah, like he's saying is what I want.
So don't argue with me.
Yeah.
Kidding. Did you hear me say kidding after? Okay, making sure. Making sure. Everybody fucking relax. I'm sorry I'm trying to kill you. I'm sorry I'm trying to kill Spider-Man.
I'm the relaxed one.
But anyone else have any fucking crazy theories?
Not crazier than that one, not really.
Well, I didn't say crazier than my theories. Any crazy theories?
Nah, not one that I can think of on the spot.
No theories, but I just want to be buried with this movie when I die.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
Fucking stick the
Bury
Blu-ray
me
right
in the
on
Mysterio
my fucking
costume.
chest. Just put the fucking Blu-ray right on my chest, cross my arms over it, and lower me 6 feet into the fucking ground. That's all I want.
Yep. Yeah. Same. Dead on same. Thanks everyone for watching this wonderful, wonderful review. I don't even know how long this has been. I can't even see the tracker on the number, but it's been a good while. It's been a good while. So if you stuck around for this long, I love you. And I will see you on the next review. Thanks you guys for watching.